blue, end up with a rain dance, just a bit stronger, an honor and a monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this longer. Can't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find us anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere. How I've always wondered. Took a chance, in a trance, painted red, where's the romance? Took a chance, one glance, painted blue, ended on a rain dance. Now a bit stronger, not alone with a monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this summer. Can't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find us anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find us anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find us anywhere. How I've always wondered. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah.
Speaking out loud, trying to make you proud, finding my place in your heart. Just tell me what you want to hear, since I'm filling up with fear. Can't believe you're near, so let's stay right here. You're really making me see I love the good we can be here in your arms, counting all the stars. Oh, 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 when will you have time to keep me in your life? So, oh, oh, our past is forgotten, our stories rewritten.
Welcome to Gaming Morning Show, your favorite morning radio show that plays games. We're like an FM morning radio show, and since it's a weekday, we're on your favorite platform, just like we've been Monday through Friday since 2020. And of course on our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. So whether you're able to join us in the chat, or are lurking or listening, we're happy you're here. Who knows what today will bring? Maybe there will be amazing food inventions.
One hand for the taco says, one hand right below the taco ready to catch.
Eat the crunchy taco, catch it, soft taco second.
That is brilliant.
I mean, we do like a good food topic. Put it on a pancake. Or maybe we'll celebrate someone's birthday.
Today, actor Peter Sarsgaard turns 52. He's the pirate now.
Or meet a star of stage and screen.
Says I, gaming, doc gaming, sports doc gaming. Oh shoot, I have too many names.
Is that Kianstopher Reefkin? Or maybe I'll get to leave this box. I'm pretty okay in here. Okay, let's not get too ridiculous. I'm never getting out of here. But that's okay, because I'm here with you. Every weekday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific. And whatever the heck time it is in the UK. Your search is over.
Beep, beep, longer beep.
You found Gaming Morning Show, and we're getting started right now.
Morning, gamer. Hello. It's Gaming Morning Show. It is Thursday, August 31st, 2023. And by my count, there's no more August. After this, it is all over. August will cease to exist.
And we never saw August again.
Where'd you go? I miss you.
It's just gone.
But you didn't. You're supposed to come back next year.
Nope.
It's the last one.
June, July, September. September again for some reason. October, November, December.
They still need an extra 31 days. It just happens that it's not August this time. Makes all the sense in the world. Goodbye, August. That is Sports.Gaming. Hello to you. It's great to see you. I am Hefty Goof. This is the Chaos Show, as some say. It is also the eve of a big announcement. We'll tell you about our September event coming up on tomorrow's show. That's going to be on Friday. Excited about that. We still have to figure out what the hell we're doing in the final hour crew today for a game. Do we have a big coin? Do you have a wheel of games behind you? Something funky?
A wheel of games would be fun.
Wheel of games.
Funk.
Where it'll stop, nobody knows. The fact that you do that so well is just mesmerizing. It's great. I think it'll be great when you opened up the blind, and that is actually where the wheel of names is. Games. Bear's ready to go. Is Bear gonna do Bear's best Vanna White impression?
Probably.
Ding, ding. Good morning, nice
But
chat.
Bear wants to flip the numbers. He doesn't want to touch them.
He liked the
He wants to go
tactile
back to
feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder.
First.
Gabe Pride is here. Good morning, and thanks for being first in the chat this morning. I wonder how much longer it took to reset the Wheel of Fortune set from the time they were analog to the moment they became digital.
They probably saved at least an hour and a half per episode of like behind the scenes production time between puzzles.
It had to be just remarkable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think too, like with the spinny one, there was no way you could even like make it almost two-sided, because even if you made the other side like the clear or the perfect white, which was kind of the indicator of like where letters were, you'd have to move where the letters were. So
Yeah.
man,
No, it had to have just been way too long between puzzles.
we liked our letters when they used to spin before you kids ruined everything with your
No, they're just iPads.
with your digital machines and stuff.
Boop. Just boop your iPad.
I do like the fact, though, that I bet we don't actually really have to wonder very much. I bet there's like a YouTube video about exactly what we're talking about.
Sure. Or like firsthand reports from people who went to tapings of Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, especially because, like, you know, you were a Southern California kid for a while. I bet there's people who go to, like, pretty frequent tapings of shows just as, like, a hobby or recreation.
Yeah, for sure.
So I bet, yeah, there was, like, a studio audience member who used to document random stuff for Wheel of Fortune. I guess we'll never know. Some things are designed to remain a mystery, chat. Coming up, Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. 10 minutes away, we'll give you the video game headlines you need to know. We have that coming up. And then on the end of the hour, we're going to tell you about birthdays this day in gaming history. So get ready for that. If you know someone celebrating a birthday today, on August 31st, it's National Trail Mix Day, International Cabernet Day, International Day for People of African Descent, International Overdose Awareness Day, La Tomatina is today. Love Litigating Lawyers Day.
Lawsuit.
It's not from before 1995. It's 2023, Sean.
Oh,
Probably a lawsuit. Triple L. Love Litigating Lawyers Day. What if it was Love Litigating and Illiterate Lawyers? Alliterative lawyers. National Dan Day. National, Diatomaceous Earth Day.
Diatomaceous.
Diatomaceous. All right. It's National Matchmaker Day. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me. It's National South Carolina Day. National Zoo Awareness Day. We Love Memoirs Day. It's also World Distance Learning Day. So among the days of the day, we'll have a topic for you in just a moment, chat. Coming up in a little bit, in about 25 minutes from now, 5 million bees fall off the back of a truck in Ontario.
How did bees fall? I
That
mean, I'm
is
sure
the
they were
headline.
in something. We'll find out, but like, just the image of a bee going, "Oh no!"
I'm out of control. They probably fall purposefully. Are they like
Right
a
at
cat?
Bees always land on their feet.
Always land on their feet. A hefty wife swears that she saw a bumblebee sleeping in flowers the other day. I didn't know bumblebees like slept kind of, it's not out in the open, it was in flowers, but I didn't know they like slept in the wild, which is a weird way to phrase it. I thought they had like a little bee home that they went to.
Yeah, I think they get tired sometimes. They got those big old chunky bodies they have to like fly around with.
I guess that makes sense. Next hour, we'll tell you about the mystery odor. What is that smell?
Gross.
Is that bear?
Probably.
Ugh. Take a bath.
I've never known Bear Bear to shower.
Yeah, especially because we're like we're just over 2 months in the summer too, so yeah, a lot of sweat. A lot of sweat. It's the opposite of that phrase, no sweat. A lot of sweat. Hey, Sean, would it be okay if you came over later and helped me pack 13 boxes and then clean out the garage, please?
Oh no, gross. A lot of sweat.
Yeah, all the sweat. Ooh. Anyway, that mystery odor is in Ohio City. It's been traced back to a chemical plant. So we'll have that story coming up for you at this hour when we check in the 7 o'clock hour. Topic of the day, though, Chad, is today is Eat Outside Day. So we're just asking you, how do you feel about eating outside? I have two visions in my head. Do you like picnics, first and foremost? Like, do you like going to the park and eating outside? But also, you go to the restaurant, right? It's like, would you like to sit inside or outside? What do you choose? Like, what's your go-to with that?
For the second one, I prefer inside, especially at a restaurant. I don't know why. I think outside's too unpredictable. You know, temperature's one thing, but like, what if there's a breeze and it keeps blowing my napkin around? What if there are bees that fell off of a truck?
I mean,
So I
do,
usually prefer inside.
I do agree with you. Like, sitting inside is more of a predictable environment, typically. Do you do picnics?
Picnics are fine. The only problem I have with picnics is my body doesn't like to just sit flat on the ground. I have very inflexible hips, and so sitting on the ground is always painful. So sitting on the ground trying to eat, not my favorite experience. But if I could sit on a picnic bench, I like that.
Oh, you're talking like a picnic table or something would be fine-ish?
Yeah.
Kind of gives you that unpredictability of sitting at the restaurant table outside, but not the discomfort of sitting on the ground.
Right. Oof. So, cliche ground picnic, I'm out.
Okay. So there's no picnic baskets and picnic blankets for sports.gaming. I'm actually surprised. Although I thought you were going to reference allergies, because I know that that's a definite. If you're having an allergy episode, you're not going to want to go eat your, sandwich outside at the restaurant, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I had expected that was why you were going to say not really a fan of eating outside at like a restaurant. I didn't expect unpredictable eating.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it just messes with the routine of eating at a restaurant.
Yeah, I think as long as there's good, ample shade, then I love sitting outside at restaurants, except for some restaurants will have a good amount of like plant life and such that's outside right about where you're eating. And unfortunately, that does attract the bees. Beware of the bees. And yes, if there's a bee that's interfering with like my enjoyment of a meal, that does become a bummer because... then you're worried about all these extra things that you wouldn't be otherwise worried about, and so, yeah, I think I would prefer to sit inside in those two scenarios when it's overly hot or there's lots of insect life. But if it's shady, and we've been there before, and we know that the bees don't like to come out. Yeah, I'm game for sitting outside all the time. Especially like when it's not overly hot and there's not a unpredictable breeze, because I have sat outside before in that scenario that you're talking about where it's like all of a sudden the wind picks up and then your napkins go flying and then whatever, like those little gusty type winds. I do like though when there's like a little cool breeze. It makes me feel fine. It's like a summer breeze almost. I don't know any other lyrics to that song, or else I would have finished that loop. But
yeah, I can't help you there. You're the lyrics.
I know. It's like summer breeze makes me feel fine. Something, something, something in my mind. Really great, whatever instrument that is, like riff, if you will, at that point. But I don't remember what instrument it is. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to listen to it again.
I'm wondering, as a musician, have you been happening to get like more and more music breakdowns in your short form video feed where people are like, listen to the isolated vocals of this person and then listen to the drums of this person? Have you been getting that a lot more?
Not necessarily, but I've frequently sought stuff like that out, so I've always gotten a lot in my feeds. So I haven't seen like an uptick or anything like that.
Has there been any sort of technology that's made that easier to like isolate than it used to be?
Maybe?
Okay. I was wondering because I feel like I've seen more and more, videos specifically of people who are starting to isolate. Like last night, it was the Bee Gees that I found. And this video was like 3 minutes long of this person breaking down the Bee Gees and the electric guitar riff and all this stuff. And I was like, this is a little bit too long for me, but the concept is fascinating.
Yeah, no, those videos are frequently pretty cool. There's a lot of good, like, Michael Jackson isolated vocal tracks. Which are also really interesting because Michael Jackson didn't write music and didn't play any other instruments. So when he wrote parts for other instruments, he would sing it for them. And there's some recordings of him explaining like what he wanted different instruments to do, but he's just singing the parts. And sometimes those got incorporated into the final mixes too, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I have seen the one where there's like a voice message or something that Michael left either to himself or to like a producer or something. It's like, this is what the melody for Bad is going to sound like.
Yeah.
And then he played his kazoo into the microphone. There you go. 624. We have a win in Rocket League. Teammate MVP. Nice work by our teammate. It's gonna be one of those kind of days. 624 West Coast time. It's 924 out east. It's 224 for those watching GMS in the UK. Yeah. So, what do you prefer? Do you like sitting inside, sitting outside when you have a chance? Do you have traditional picnic experience, as Sean was talking about? And I am right there lockstep with you. I do not like to sit on the ground, especially body comfort aside, which I'm with you. It's like sitting on the ground for more than like 10 seconds is not an ideal situation. But then there's the awkwardness of trying to like eat whatever you're eating, because then you're like holding it up and then trying to eat it, but then you want to set something down, and then drinks never sit where they're supposed to. It's not an enjoyable experience for me.
Give me a table, then I'm happy.
We just need to get like a picnic table, you know? Imagine if they made such a thing.
And then, you know, the weather might not be perfect outside. Why don't we put that table inside?
It's the best way to eat outside. Put the table inside and eat inside.
Yeah,
Well, now I know
it's simple.
order tables inside when Sean and I get together. Inside tables. All right, it's 6:25 as we mentioned. It's time for this morning's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. It's the video headlines that you need to know on this Thursday. And for that, as always, here's hashtag Video Game Expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Thursday, August 31st, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. Happy PlayStation Plus News Day, as we have a couple stories related to PlayStation Plus. The first one's an interesting choice of 3 games for PlayStation Plus for the month of September. This is from Michael McWhirter of Polygon. This is the PlayStation Plus Essential Games, the free 3 games that we get every month. There were rumors, and we touched on it before, that Saints Row, the recent 2022 reboot of the franchise, would be part of this trilogy of games, and indeed it is. Now we know the rumors were true. After all, Saints Row is available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 via PlayStation Plus starting September 5th. To go alongside that, we have 2 other games. Black Desert Traveler Edition, which is a fantasy MMORPG that offers action-based combat, fishing, farming, and PvP siege events. That's available for the PlayStation 4. And Generation Zero, which is from the Just Cause developer Avalanche Studios. And it's an alternate universe in the 1980s of Sweden. Players team up and battle robot invaders while trying to survive in the wilderness and discover what led to the mechanized invasion. This came out back in 2019. So interesting 3 games, but 3 games nonetheless.
Yeah, well, this one sounds very interesting. It sounds like there's like a robot issue. It reminded me for some reason of the Horizon premise. Am I super far off on that? Or?
Horizon was more complicated than just a robot uprising, yeah. But there were robots.
Okay. So in that respect,
Yeah.
it's exactly the same, Effie.
Yeah, so 3 games. Check them out.
You seem very whelmed by these games.
Yeah, it's Saints Row, which got terrible reviews. This is a situation where they've put in some work into the game with updates, and it's probably better now than it was at release, and it's worth checking out, especially for free. cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's 2 games that, like, I mean, I don't even recall either of these games. But I believe that they exist. I don't think we were lied to.
This is true.
Well, you know, it's a good thing we're getting all these top-notch games, because in our next news story, PlayStation Plus is getting a pretty significant price increase next week.
Oh, man.
Ooh. This was the month they should have put out 3 just amazing games, and then be like, by the way, it's more expensive now. All 3 tiers are getting price hikes for the 12-month subscriptions for PlayStation Plus. The Essential tier is going to raise up from $59.99 per year to $79.99 per year. Extra is going from $99.99 to $134.99. And Premium is bumping up from $119.99 to $159.99. So it looks like the ratios of the 3 are staying about the same. Essential is going to be $80, Premium is going to be double that, and then Extra is kind of right smack in the middle. But all of them getting a pretty hefty increase.
Right. And I had just upgraded to Extra because we had talked about it, and it was like, it's about the same, I guess. You're not really getting more expensive than what it was relative to the baseline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is the actual number shifting? Is it going from like $30 to $35 more?
Right. It is shifting. It's now it's closer to Premium than it is Essential now.
Okay. I don't suspect that it's actually going to make a difference for me, but yeah.
I still think, you know, if there are things on that tier that you want to play, and the fact that they've been continuing to add games to it, I still think Extra is the way to go. I still think it's a good deal. It's interesting that they've brought Extra and Premium so much closer together, because now it might be the situation where it's like, oh, there's like 1 or 2 games I want to play on Premium, maybe I'll bump up to that. And I have a feeling that's kind of what they're doing, because I think a lot of people have settled into that Extra tier, so they're trying to maximize that, which makes sense. But yeah, it's just a big price hike, but I think it's still worth it. You also have the ability to preload things, so if, you know, spending an extra $100 now is better to you than spending $135 when your PlayStation Plus expires, you can buy new subscriptions of PlayStation Plus and it gets tacked on to the end. So there are people out there that just really want to lock in this price, at least for a couple more years, that might spend $200 to buy 2 more years of PlayStation Plus Extra, and now they're just good until, you know, 2025 or 2026, depending on when their current expiration is. So that's an option as well if you're overly concerned about it. The other thing people could do is downgrade down to the Essential tier and keep all of their PlayStation Plus games that they've banked so far, and then upgrade to Extra next time there's something on that tier that they want to play.
Yeah, because you said that's what happened with me. That was prorated, right? So that was really nice.
Yeah, they've prorated those in the past.
The other thing that catches me on this one is just I don't feel like they're leading the space when it comes to all the catalog of games. I feel like Game Pass has done a good job with that. So without any other like contextual market forces and such like that, I'm surprised they're doing a price hike when my perception is they're not the leader in the space. But maybe they're 2 different lines of business, since there's pretty good Xbox loyalists and there's pretty good PlayStation loyalists. So.
Yeah, I think PlayStation and PlayStation Plus still struggle to compete head to head with Game Pass, but I don't think that's what they're really trying to do based on the strategies they've taken and the lack of responses they've made towards Game Pass. I think their key audience are the people that are already bought into the PlayStation system over the Xbox, and then trying to convert people from no PlayStation Plus to higher tiers there. So the people that are really true, like, I play a lot of PlayStation, I play a lot of Xbox, I don't think they get a lot of those to buy PlayStation Plus over Game Pass. But people like me who don't play Xbox, they're just trying to make sure they get as much money from me buying into the PlayStation Plus subscriptions.
And the good news too is that it comes with a free PlayStation 5 now. So what a lucky thing for me.
The premium tier comes with an Xbox Series X for some reason. So price hikes are annoying. This one's a pretty big one, but I do think the value is still there. It's just not as clear of an answer. I mean, bumping up from $59.99 to $99.99 for what you got was like a no-brainer. But now it might be a little bit more difficult to justify for some people. But we'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully we see a better trio of games for October, because I think September's is a little weak, but we'll see. In our last news story, AGDQ, the popular speedrunning event that we've talked about multiple times in the past, has announced they're holding their next event in Pittsburgh after departing Florida, where they had been for some time. This is from Christina Alexander of IGN. It's marking its return to an in-person format for the first time since 2020, and it's going to be held in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, instead of Florida. The speedrunning group announced the change in venue for AGDQ on Wednesday after scrapping its Florida event. The event will mark AGDQ's return to an in-person format for the first time, and it's going to take place at the Wyndham Hotel and Resorts in downtown Pittsburgh. It was previously held in Florida on an annual basis. However, since COVID-19 pandemic swept the world 3 years ago, GDQ resorted to hosting the speedrunning charity marathon in an online format only. It was originally going to return to Florida this past January, but they decided to host it online again for more political and safety reasons, citing the state's handling of the pandemic and laws targeting the LGBTQ+ community. Cost concerns also played a role, and that sparked them looking for new places to host the events. And now we know that, at least for now, that's going to be Pittsburgh. So good job, AGDQ. It looks like GDQ is going to happen. The next one is going to be January 14th through the 21st, 2024. So we have a ways before we get there. I guess summer GDQ already happened, I think. I don't know. I always lose track. There's so many.
It went so quickly, you don't know for sure. Because it's games done quick.
Nice. They're accepting speedrun submissions from September 1st through the 10th. So if you have any speedruns you'd like to submit to GDQ, feel free. What game are you going to speedrun?
Didn't you see our speedrun yesterday in Kiwi? Send it right out.
Always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Deceit 2 out on PC, Hot to Escape out on PlayStation's, Xbox's, Switch, and PC, Somerville out on the PlayStations, Tato Milestones 2 out on Switch, The Shape of Things out on Switch, Tiny Witch is out on PC, Trine 5, A Clockwork Conspiracy is out on the PlayStations, the Xbox's, Switch, and PC, Tenebris Pictura is out on the PlayStations, Xboxes, and PC, and for most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment, today's Name of the Morning goes to Beer and Pea Dreams VR out on PC.
Okay. It's got an N. It's like not and, it's N.
Yeah, they went with the Toys R Us decision.
Yeah, methodology.
Beer in peas.
Oh, okay. Beer and Pea Dreams VR. This is a virtual reality game.
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
You have a VR headset.
Sure do.
I got an idea.
I don't think it's in the Oculus store. That's too bad. It's only on Steam. What a weird game. Okay, Beer and Pea Dreams VR. It's out today. It's our Name of the Morning, and it's the last one for the month of August, so it's now eligible for Name of the Month consideration. We'll reveal that on Tuesday next week, chat. So if you'd like to find out what our Name of the Month is, and then which one we're going to play on the same show, in fact, on Thursdays typically, then Beer and Pea Dreams VR might be an option.
We have to buy a new VR headset.
See, this is the calling. You're going to get an Xbox and a VR the same month. All right. Thank you, Sports.Gaming, for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News.
You are welcome.
Good morning. Nice chat to Abacus Apothecary.
Nice chat.
I believe yesterday's Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner said, yeah, that's a big price hike when it comes to the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Plus. Your Beer and Pea Dreams VR is going to make me tell the story. I wasn't planning to tell the story today. So last night I'm going to bed and I'm scrolling the vertical video and I have an earpiece in. I sleep on my side when I'm scrolling that, so I have one ear pressed into the pillow and the other one's going earbud, right? So what's that? To play the piano.
Play the piano.
Yes.
Very talented with your ears.
It's amazing. The earlobes are very dexterous. Anyway, so my hearing's kind of limited when, you know, I'm watching, and all of a sudden I swear I hear like a liquid sound, and I'm like, maybe it's starting to trickle a rain outside, because it's a very soft, like splish splashy sound. And then I finally take my earbud out and I hear that it's coming from the hallway, and I'm like, do we have a water leak somewhere or something? And so then I hear Hefty Son, and I go out there and he's peeing in the hallway. Right next to the clean clothes drying rack.
Oh, jeez.
I know.
The splash.
I had some worst case scenarios. Luckily, it honestly only hit one piece of clothing. And he peed right on the hardwood. So like there was no carpet involved. Like it was the perfect scenario for if this is gonna happen. But we've recently gotten him to the point where he's doing a good job sleeping on his own all through the night. Maybe we've done too good of a job. But Sean, I thought there was a light rain going on outside, and there was not.
Turns out there was a light rain.
And it was outside of my room. What a weird moment in time. I can't wait to tell Hefty Wife because she still doesn't know. Guess what happened yesterday? Speaking of peeing outside, we have animals. I believe they don't have a restroom that Sean has built. Maybe they do. They're their own person, as Sean has said. Independent animal contractors. Let's say hi to the menagerie on this Thursday. Oh, look at that. All grouped up and ready to go.
Yeah, it's a nice day outside.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's ready to go.
The weather looks nice, Bear.
Indeed.
Do you notice how Bob never acknowledges, like, Walrus, the handy thesaurus?
Yeah. You know who else has noticed that?
Walrus, the handy thesaurus. I feel bad for him.
Yeah. I have to give him some extra attention during the breaks just to make up for it.
Okay. I'll have a talk to Bob. It seems like you're suggesting that Walrus, the handy thesaurus is feeling shrugged off or disregarded, maybe slighted. Bob. Oh, vocalizing it.
Yeah. He's feeling it.
Bob, we're going to have a talk during the break, okay, buddy?
Bob is good with it.
With the talk? Or you're good with the situation that you've made?
Bob likes it.
Oh.
Please help me.
We're not trying to help you. Whatever. It's 6:41 on this morning radio show that plays games. Let's take a look at the story.
You can news if you wanna.
That we're tracking at this hour on this Thursday. Happy August 31st, y'all. After this, there will be no more August. Oof, this is a hefty nightmare waiting to happen. And I like Sean also sharing that he doesn't quite know how this works logistically. This is about 5 million bees falling off the back of a truck in Ontario. So let's reenact this. You're the bees, and I'm driving the truck. Okay.
Splash.
Okay.
There's a puddle. I splash.
Why is there water on the road? Instead of just like hovering there, like you balance yourself up in equilibrium, you're saying they fall backwards.
Yeah.
They're fall bees. Police in Ontario have called in several beekeepers for backup when approximately 5 million bees fell off the back of the truck. This is a regional police service that said officers were alerted around 6:15 a.m. that several boxes of bees had fallen off the back of a truck. Quote, "We're not sure how or what exactly took place, but at some point the boxes containing bees or beehives slid off the trailer and spilled all over the road, police spokesperson said. Several local beekeepers were summoned to the area and were asked to help gather the estimated 5 million bees. One of those beekeepers said he and fellow beekeepers had to be extra careful during their efforts because the insects were agitated. Quote, it's important for people to understand that honeybees are fairly gentle and really don't bother people unless they are bothered. This is a rare situation where you have to keep your distance from them. The beekeeper said locals were can expect there to still be a large number of bees in the area for a few days.
That makes sense. 2 follow-ups. The first one, when the beekeepers were called, what do you think the beekeepers said?
You want us to help wrangle the bees?
No, do you think they said it was a fine day?
It was a great day for saving the bees.
And second, I was working a baseball game last week, and in between pregame treatment and the game starting, I usually have a few minutes, and that's if I need food, I'll run to the concession stand and get like chicken strips or something. And so I did that the last game that I worked in. I was in the dugout eating my chicken strips, and sometimes they're really good. This game, they were very like burnt and dry and not very good, but I just needed food, so I didn't care. I was eating them, and there was a bee that kept coming, trying to like get onto my food and fly around me. And finally, I was like, "Look, bee, these chicken strips are not worth dying for. You need to leave." I kept shooing him off, and he just wouldn't leave me alone. I eventually finished them and threw away my trash, and it was fine. But that bee really wanted those mediocre chicken strips.
You try to like scrape at the chicken strips to try to look at they're charred. They're not
like,
good.
These aren't good.
Not a yellow jacket. This was a bee.
Yeah, this was just a bee. A very adamant bee. He wanted my chicken.
I haven't eaten in days. Just need a meal, please. Please let me eat. Truth be told, I also had a persistent insect story from yesterday where I'm trying to just do my work in the office, and in addition to that, being bothered by a fly, I decided to play some Apex Legends yesterday. And this bee sat there and kept bothering me during endgame. And it was really making me mad because we're trying to win the game, and bam, it just got in my way. But this was after another fly had sat there and pestered me the entire afternoon as well, and finally landed in a book I was reading, so I just slammed the book on it. I opened it back up. There was no body. There was just juices. It was really gross.
Gross.
It's like, what happened here? It looks like
You're toxic. This game is over.
our teammate might not be the nicest teammate in the world.
Yeah. Well, he tried to give me a nice pass because on the kickoff it launched over to the side and then they happened to score. But he totally whiffed on the save. So he gave a nice pass, so I gave him a great save. Because if he's going to start it, he was the one that let that goal through.
I gave them a nudge just for funsies. So
Good.
it was actually very unintentional, but I guess in the context of things, I'll take credit for it.
You know it was intentional. Deep down.
I do like their color scheme.
I don't. It's the worst.
Wow. Uh-oh. I went well over my head. Well, here's to persistent insects.
Yeah. Willing to die for not great chicken strips.
And it was a great day for eating the chicken strips. And fries. Did you know this is Rocket League?
This is Rocket League.
Alright, I better score some points here. I feel like I've had at least 2 centers, though, and they have not been counted as such, so... I blame the standardized computer scoring. Ooh, that might work. Nice follow, the assist, and I am out of the bottom. Out of the bottom.
I'm confused because now he gave you a legitimate great pass. Who is this guy? Is that the only thing he could say?
Are you in the chat? Did you find the error of your ways? We promise, we are nice people.
Sometimes.
Sean wouldn't hurt a fly.
A bee, though.
Yes. And I would definitely slam a bee in a book, or a fly in a book. If it was a bee, I would have ran out of here and never come back.
Too high.
All right, we're asking you, speaking of insects, chat, do you like to eat outside? Is that something that you regularly do when you have the chance? I actually really like sitting outside, too, during the fall. Which, again, should come as no surprise, because we've talked about how much I have an affinity for the fall. But, like, this time of year when it's, like, a little bit cooler, and you don't have to worry about it being extremely hot. Like, we had one instance this summer where we went to go eat on a rooftop. It was, like, a rooftop space, and it became just so warm. We asked the person if we could relocate inside, and they're like, we don't usually relocate because we have a reservation system for this rooftop. Unless, of course, you're being bothered by the bees. Because they did have signs on top of their seating area that was like, be warned, we get a good amount of bees that are attracted. Just as much as you like our rooftop, so do the bees. and so the person was like, so if you want to be relocated because of that, then that's fine. That's an option. And I was like, wait, so you're telling me I have to play the character of I'm afraid of the bees? I've been training for this role my whole life. And so sure enough, I went over there. I was like, the bees, the bees. But yeah, as long as it's not extremely hot or windy, I totally agree with what you said there earlier. Was that not? I guess it was too high. Like, how is that not a shot on goal? I did the best I could there. I really did. I was trying to get back, and I just...
Yeah.
Should have gone up instead of twisted. Anyway, as long as it's not windy or something, yeah, I'm fine with sitting outside. But that might explain why we haven't eaten as much on your big deck as I expected us to.
Yeah, the big deck's better for beverages. Especially because we don't have a table.
I'm surprised we haven't eaten more on your small deck.
That does have a bistro table.
A good misdirection. Nice combo play from us that we definitely planned. But yeah, I mean, the same kind of issue exists when you don't have a table for the deck part as what happens with, a picnic table, where you have to, like, try to find creative ways to, like, hold on to your food.
Yeah.
All right, we got Birthdays this day in gaming history coming up next.
Chasing somebody.
I just saw you kind of like whiz by me. We might have a shot. It's gonna have to be the perfect scenario. And it's not gonna have to hit backwards. It's probably best, because that was not a fun start to that game. So going to overtime would not have been enjoyable. So.
No. Our teammate scored 98 points.
Could you imagine scoring less than 100 in Rocket League?
How are we going to win if one of our teammates is scoring less than 100 points?
Good thing one of us doesn't have a very solid track record of scoring under 100 points.
No, we're solid above 100 pointers.
Stop being bad at video games,
Teammate.
Hefty.
That's right. I feel like we reconciled, so Sean's perfectly fine with our team. Look. Where are you going? What are you doing over in that block menu there? I don't know. It's 6:53 West Coast time. It's 9:53 out east. It is 2:53 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thank you for being here. It's great to see everyone. We are going to be talking about an announcement coming up on Friday's Gaming Morning Show, something we have planned for September. So be sure to join us. We're going to talk about that after the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News on Friday. And then we still have to figure out exactly what we're doing in the final hour crew coming up today. Yesterday we played Kiwi, and usually on Thursdays we'll have no reason not to play more Kiwi if all things are equal. And then Sean and I both talked about it last night. We're like, Kiwi kind of took a turn yesterday.
Kiwi was mean to me.
Kiwi's in its villain era all of a sudden for some reason. So, all right, let's do birthdays to say gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know, because we, on this Thursday, would like to celebrate with you. Celebrity birthdays in just a moment. We do want to wish a happy birthday to a member of the But Why Though team, who we've routinely had on the show, albeit it's been a while since we've routinely had them on the show. We used to have a member of the But Why Though team on the show every single Thursday. It was one of my favorite kind of eras that we had with Gaming Morning Show. But this is a pop culture website. I forgot that the shout out is too long to actually give you a link to actually get to their stuff. So here you go. Click on that link right there. Alexa, remind me to shorten that link next time, please.
Alexa, cancel.
Forgot I don't have an Alexa. Anyway, today Carolyn Hinds, who's a former guest of the show, has a birthday from But Why Though. And so to you, Carolyn, it's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Toot toot. Singer, celebrity birthdays wise, Van Morrison turns 78.
Fun fact. Van Morrison was nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song for the film Belfast.
Yeah?
How many wins? Oscars edition. Hit the music.
I didn't know if it's because it was just one single moment of nomination. I can't remember if that cues the game or not.
Yeah, they said the word.
It's like the word or the letter of the day on Sesame Street where everyone's like, ah!
Yep.
So the nice thing is this is a singer who's nominated for an Oscar, so I don't have to go into the Grammys world.
Yep.
That'd be really difficult. Nominated for Oscar for Best Original Song for the film Belfast. I'm going to go with that's Van Morrison's only Oscar nomination, and Van Morrison was a loser, did not win.
Oh, so 0 for 1 for Van Morrison.
That was no, incorrect still.
No, you were right.
Yeah, wasn't I right?
You were right. Come on,
Bob.
Pop.
I was right. Jeez, I know I don't really win this game very often, but give me credit when credit happens.
You dummy, Bob.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Hey, Bob. Jeez.
Correct.
Perfect.
There you go.
Good. Worrisome.
You're welcome.
Okay, whatever. I'm just happy you're here. Also, I didn't know Van Morrison was still alive. I have no reason to think Van Morrison was dead,
Right.
but I didn't know Van Morrison was alive, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Right. How long has Van Morrison been 78?
I mean, I
It's
remember
a few years, right?
I remember playing Van Morrison when I was running the radio station as a teenager and thinking Van Morrison was old.
Yeah. Wasn't he 78 back then, too?
Who was the lead singer of The Doors? Jim Morrison. That's why I thought Van Morrison was dead. Yeah. I know who Van Morrison is. Brown Eyed Girl, Moon Dance, which is a great song, by the way. But I think it's the last name of Morrison that made me think, I thought that guy was dead. So,
Yep. The Morrison brothers.
just like the Olsen sisters. Who are all alive, as far as I know, by the way. So please try to make sure everyone knows who's alive and who is dead. Abacus is like, I get that. Thank goodness. Whew. Don't die anytime soon, Van Morrison. Let's see you live to 79 at least. Today, actor Richard Gere is 74.
And his fun fact, while some of his best-loved films co-star Julia Roberts, it's her niece Emma that he starred with in his latest film, Maybe I Do.
Also, it's Richard Gere. I went Greer for some reason. Maybe I Do, huh?
Maybe I Do.
This is a movie that came out, or is coming out in 2023, one of the two. Whatever I Googled gives you a in a nutshell, and it says that it's contemplative, awkward, and hilarious. I was expecting like mini little synopsis or something.
Apparently not.
Oh, they're referring to Emma Roberts,
Yeah.
Julia Roberts' niece.
Yeah.
All right, do you want the plot summary to Maybe I Do?
Maybe I do.
Okay, so do you?
Maybe.
Here you go. Michelle and Alan are in a relationship. They decide to invite their parents to finally meet about marriage. Turns out, the parents already know one another well, which leads to some differing opinions about marriage. This fall. I was trying to find a release date for this. I have no clue if it came out already or not.
Yeah, I have no idea.
If it's 2023, good news, you have 4 months left. So it's
Get in there still.
definitely not coming out in August, am I right?
No.
Hey, Sean, IMDb trivia. In this movie, Richard Gere plays the father of Emma Roberts. In Pretty Woman and Runaway Bride, he fell in love with her aunt, Julia Roberts.
What? Never
Yeah.
heard that before.
Yeah.
Maybe I Do. Release date January 27th, 2023.
All right. We must have missed this one. Just this one, though.
Just this one. So it's been out for a while. Never heard of it though.
Today's singer, Debbie Gibson, turns 53.
Fun fact, she released a music video for her new song, Love Don't Care, earlier this year.
Debbie Gibson's making more music?
Yeah.
You say that like you've heard it?
I knew she had a new song. I don't think I've heard Love Don't Care.
Do you think that's like trying to insinuate that love will not care?
Love used to care. Love's been hurt before.
All right, Love Don't Care. This is Debbie Gibson. A snippet of the recently released Debbie Gibson song. Right now. There you go. Love Don't Care. Debbie Gibson, Hot 100.3.
Nice.
I hope that's all the proof you need to show that my only voice, my only speed that I have when it comes to music radio is classic rock.
Right. Right.
My voice only goes into that one octave where it's like grindy. That's about it. So, also typed in Love Don't. Didn't even come up on like the top 3 or 4 results. I had to add the word care to even find it. So
Yeah, that's rough.
Spotify don't care.
No.
Actor Chris Tucker's 51 today.
Chris Tucker is originally from Atlanta, Georgia.
Thank you for helping us find Chris's either birthplace and or hometown. Today, gold medal track and field athlete Edwin Moses is 68.
Singer Tony DeFranco from the DeFranco family, 64.
Wait. Okay, so did I just say Olympic gold medal track and field athlete Edwin Moses is 68?
Yeah.
on the other popular or historical birthdays without an age bracket, which usually indicates that they are dead. They have Edwin Moses, Olympic gold medalist. Can someone tell me, is Edwin Moses okay?
I'm on it.
All right. Meanwhile,
Edwin Moses is alive.
okay. Phew. Cleveland.com. The scares. Scares. I was really worried for a second.
Horror film.
Rock musician Gina Shock, the Go-Go's is 66, so is singer, rock singer Glenn Tilbrook of Squeeze is 66. Not to be confused with Squee. Different person. Oh my gosh, we have to hustle. It's already 7:03. This day in gaming history chat. Good morning and nice chat to Big Fat Fun. Thank you for being here. 1992, Sean, lawsuit or not a lawsuit?
Not lawsuit.
Bob plays the didgeridoo. Your answer's locked in. You said not a lawsuit. 1992, Midway releases Mortal Kombat version 3.0 into arcades.
Correct.
1997, speaking of Acclaim, which we told you yesterday, reached final bankruptcy. Acclaim Entertainment releases Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. That was available for PlayStation again in 1997. In 1998, Activision put out Tenchu Stealth Assassins. And in 1999, the year-to-date sales for Game Boy and Game Boy Color in the United States reached 2.68 million. 2.68 million. 1999, Atari releases Gauntlet Legends for N64. In the year 2000,
In the year 2000.
Capcom releases Resident Evil Survivor for the PlayStation.
In the year 2000.
That same year, Sega drops the price of the Dreamcast from $199 to $149.
Nice.
I like how you kind of gave like that vibrato again. It's really fun. 2004, Namco, before I met Bandai, released Street Racing Syndicate. That was for a variety of machines. In 2006, total sales to date of the Xbox 360 reached 2.4 million. In 2007, total sales of the PlayStation reached 2.39.1 million. Oh, PlayStation 2 reached 39.1 million. Nintendo DS was at 12.7, PlayStation Portable 8.3, Xbox 360 6.3, Wii 4, PlayStation 3 1.75 million. Whew. 2010, Sega put out Valkyria Chronicles 2. And 2010, Metroid Other M came out for Nintendo Wii. And in 2017, Square Enix put out Life is Strange Before the Storm. All right, how'd I do on the speed round?
That wasn't bad. Yeah.
Okay.
We should submit that to GDQ.
Okay, there you go. There's my speed done quick. Or whatever. I can't help but notice how quickly you consume that speed.
Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know. It's Thursday. It's chaos. Thank you for being here. Big Fat Fun. Z100.3 playing all of yesterday's hits today.
With you.
What's love got to do it? All right, we got list of the day and sports coming up. Other side of the break. It's Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv.
So if we get tomorrow, I promise I can try. Give you love to borrow, it just to get us by. Sometime when you're ready, I'll soften up the blow. Our love was never made to last, and I don't wanna give it back. To hold on to, to hold on to, to hold on to.
more time.
Sure.
One more time.
Sure. Snafu.
Can you try to insert that in as many sentences as you can today?
Add snafu into as many. Yeah, absolutely, I can do that.
Thank you.
It's my daily challenge.
It's my daily snafu.
How many Raid Shadow Legends do I get if I do it?
Probably none, because they don't ever give us anything.
Yeah, right? What's up with that?
Although I got one more day till I get my ultimate death knight. Heck yeah, woo!
Ultimate Death Knight was the name of my metal band in high school.
Oh. This is like justice for Death Knight, okay? Y'all don't even know.
Sorry. That's such a snafu that we don't know.
Yeah, it is. Apollo, it's
That's-
ultimate Death Knight.
Snafu! Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Words today. Copia said he said it in Italian because it happened a month ago in Bologna.
Baloney.
Is that how you say it? Is it Bologna?
You don't know how to spell baloney?
No, I know that's how Bologna's spelled, but it sounds like it was
Oh.
a place, so I was assuming it had a different sound to it.
Oh, alright, fair. I just read it as baloney.
Bologna.
It said it happened in New York City, Copia.
Well, maybe it happened again. Maybe this has become a problem.
Well, then that's rude. And I hate Harry Styles fans.
Whoa. If I were you, I would never say the phrase, I hate Harry Styles. Someone could chop that up and use it against you.
Yeah, but everybody who actually knows me would know that that was fake.
We got
I
your
mean, I
back.
do hate
Austin.
him. Like, I hate, you know how you like, oh my god, I hate him. You know, like,
How's that look again?
oh my god, I hate him.
Classic.
Gripping performance about
Dan-
the
Dan
life
DeHaan?
of... What?
Dan DeHaan?
Dan. The gripping tale of Allen Ginsberg's life while he attended, oh god, what's the New York University? The one. I can't
New
think
York
of
University,
it. No!
NYU.
No! Okay, it
Columbia.
doesn't matter, I guess. Columbia, Jesus. Okay.
Hey, don't get...
I'm ready.
No,
Sorry,
we're
Lord.
not. This is the second time we went to New York and you almost dropped another funk. Okay?
No, I didn't. I was gonna say something different.
Okay, just making sure. You're starting to get a little heated.
Daniel Jacob Radcliffe, born 23rd of July, 1989, is an English actor and producer. He is known for playing the titular protagonist in the Harry Potter films, and he was born and raised in London. Especially if you got big chicken nugget holders.
I'd like to order an extra large chicken nuggets, please. I have lots of space.
Well, you
And where
know,
to go?
like when these people are like, "Oh my god, just wear a bralette. They're like $2. Your boobs are this big." Becky,
Becky.
not Becky
I
Down's
know.
friend, Becky.
Yeah. Not you, Becky, but other Becky.
Not that Becky. Ugh.
Over the shoulder chicken nuggets holder. Have you received any restraining orders or
No,
okay. No
Not
threats back?
no,
Yet.
yet.
You don't want to mess with Mike O. Mike O will get you.
I could take Mike.
Ooh. Mike O. Can you give me? Do you have a wrestling promo?
No,
Mike
I
O,
can't.
I'm telling you,
I
brother.
would just laugh the whole time. I definitely would never be able to do that voice, seriously.
She's gonna-
Maiko, you better watch out. I'm gonna get you.
What do you wait? Wait, this is actually going in a good direction. When you say it that way, it is a little bit terrifying. Continue.
All right, that's 2 Zooms in like 2 minutes. I gotta stop.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Follow us on Twitter @WatchGMS and join our Discord. Go to GMS.watch and click on where to find GMS. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 2 right now.
Morning, gamer. Good morning. It's great to see you. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Do you know what Whitney Houston's favorite type of concentration was?
I do know.
And I love that joke. It's Game Award Show. It's Tuesday +2. It's Thursday, August 31st +10, 2023.
It's one of the tea days.
Can't wait till we start this hour. Should you get like a rewind button for me? Good morning. Nice chat to all of you. It is Thursday, August 31st, 2023. This is Game More Show. That's sports.gaming left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof, the menagerie in full force behind, including Bird, the runaway emu, who is the uncle, I believe, of Emma Roberts, who's the niece of Julia Roberts, who is the original runaway bride.
Are you married to Julia Roberts?
No, it's Julia Roberts' sister.
Oh.
Probably.
Oh, he said it's more of like a close friend situation, but the kids always called him Uncle Emu.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Also, happy birthday, Richard Gere. All of that to say, happy birthday, Richard Gere. We'll give you some Wheel of Fortune facts coming up in just a moment, because today is Eat Outside Day. So we're asking you about how you feel about eating outside. No, this comes from the place of we got on some tangent about how much harder it was to flip the letters prior to Wheel of Fortune becoming all digital.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happened.
I don't either, but it was a wild ride. Good morning. Nice chat to Escape Reality and Businesses.
Nice chat.
Answering the question of the day, Escape Reality says, I eat anywhere. Food is food.
What's for breakfast?
So if you're eating this morning, we do have a request.
Remember, if you're getting food, you must show and tell when you come back.
You certainly can tell us about it, but you can do !Discord and throw pictures in the what you eating part of our Discord. Businesses says, wait, Julia Roberts and Emma Roberts are sisters?
No, it's a niece-aunt situation.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The fun fact today for birthdays for Richard Gere was Richard Gere starred in a movie recently with his other co-star's niece, Emma. And my brain was like, oh, they're talking about Emma Roberts. Like, I don't know why they didn't say Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a choice.
Well, it said Julia Roberts prior to that, so...
Right.
I think Cleveland.com and probably the vast majority of the population knows that Emma Roberts is Julia Roberts' niece.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
I had no clue until we recently talked about this on the show.
Right.
So, Sis, to answer your question very directly and succinctly, Julia Roberts, aunt to Emma Roberts.
Mm-hmm. And then Bird, close friend.
Close friend, like an uncle. Famous Madonna song. Like an uncle, I'll take you there. Doesn't have the same rhyminess to it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Coming up,
like it.
we're going to tell you the story of the mystery odor. What's that smell? The clips, though, we were playing during the break, shout out to Austin Attack 12, but also it reminded me of when I think 2 years ago we had National Dan Day, and we did the best Dan.
Oh, yeah.
I think Danny Trejo got a lot of love that day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
all of our shows are on YouTube, so if you want to see us debate which is the best Dan. August 31st, probably 2021, I'm guessing.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Long time ago, I can still remember how we used to vote which Dan was best. So
That was a good list.
yeah. We also talked about Debbie Gibson's new song. We listened to a snippet of it, and Abacus gave us the line, "What's love got to do with it?" which was not the name of the song. It was Love Don't Care, but apparently Debbie Gibson's insinuating that love's got something to do with it. So
Yeah. It's got to be involved in some way.
maybe that song is dedicated to Love Litigating Lawyers Day, which it is today. My litigating lawyer does not care. On Love Litigating Lawyers Day. All right. It's also World Distance Learning Day, National South Carolina Day, and National Trail Mix Day. Trail mix, by and large, I'm fine with, except it has to have... It's got to chill out just a touch on the amount of, like, cashews and walnuts and stuff are in there. Like, maybe just give me some peanuts and we'll call it a day, you know? Add some chocolate, some
trail mix.
Raisins, M&M's. M&M's Trail
M&Ms
Mix is
are
one of my
must.
favorites.
Yeah. As long as there is no peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes they throw some form of peanut butter in the trail mix. I can do without that.
Like peanut butter chips.
Yeah.
I really wish I had made that first shot I took a little bit more with more oomph. So, at least already our teammate's not trolling us, so that's nice.
Yeah, no, I told him, nice shot. He said, great pass, and then said, thanks. And then I said, thanks. Very
J.G.
cordial.
Catsworth, 877 cash meow.
We're playing with Cat's Meow. Uh-oh.
877 cash meow.
Wow, even gave the opponent a nice shot. This is a very cordial teammate.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
877 cash meow.
From Downstown.
From Downstown. You will not be surprised to find out I have not incorporated that into any of my broadcasts yet, but that's because I think we talked about it after basketball season. So.
Yeah, next year.
I mean, I've legitimately had a problem just saying the word down without a plural. And so I could imagine myself having an issue where I say the word Downstown naturally. I have talked to somebody like on the phone or whatever and said something along the lines of, well, the downside to that. Ugh. I almost did more harm than good because I actually almost put that into the net.
But you didn't.
I didn't, yes. No, they blew up cat meow.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. I got in their way, Sean.
Nice.
Woo, that popped up. Nice. Sean was there. There's no need to worry. Everything's gonna be alright. 'Cause it's an incredible day for a moon dance. Happy birthday to not Jim Morrison.
Oh,
Whoa!
I was there, but they did it for me.
Wow.
I was so ready for the pass.
All right, Escape Reality said pretty okay just eating, wherever, whenever, kind of the Shakira approach to food. Wherever, whenever. Sean and I did agree that there are some things about outside eating that we don't love and we'd prefer not to have, like breezes and bees.
Yeah, all the bees.
I do think personally that I deserved an assist here, but
Where?
oh, I sent that up there. The very next person to hit it after me was them, and I sent it forward and gave them a strategic advantage.
But he hit it like 4 times to set up his own goal.
Exactly. That's why I deserved an assist.
Oh.
I should right here. I should have an assist. I'm just citing official Rocket League statisticians manual stuff, so if you haven't read it, it's do you remember if I've ever stated anything about the cross or posts in this game?
I think so.
Because I was refreshing my memory for this actual current season of doing soccer stats, and I found out that it's not a shot on goal if it hits the crossbar or the posts without like a goalkeeper deflection.
Right.
And I was like, I think I knew that, but now I'm not so sure. Like, my brain is playing tricks on me.
Ooh. Sheesh.
This is Rocket League after all. Whoa. Nice job.
Whew. That was dicey for a second.
It was nicey dicey.
Nicey dicey.
Okay. 45 seconds left. 3-2 lead. What could go wrong? I didn't say it this time. I whispered it. I like how your captions even left.
They knew.
You're like, I don't want any of this. Nice push back.
Our teammate hits it backwards too much. That's my only complaint.
Again?
See, right there. Don't hit that ball.
I mean, at least I think they know they're maybe having some problems because they're like they've dropped the sensor thing and then the OMG.
See, we could have cleared that.
I know.
Like a couple times. He just can't. That like don't move, don't move back towards our goal. It's like passing across your goal. Don't do it.
I don't know. They just said nice or what a save, and I can't tell if they're being trolly or not. Or it's a bad situation because I'm hanging out in the back. I don't like being here.
All right, now our teammates just hang out in their goal. Like, is he playing the same game we're playing?
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I think they're trolling like completely. But how did that? When did that change?
I don't know.
Like they were such a good teammate for so long. I'm so confused. They got blown up by one of the blue team. What is happening?
I don't know.
Oh, I
that's
missed.
gonna go in.
Yeah.
Remember when we were up 3-2?
Yes, but
Do you remember what happened after that?
okay, but you know what went wrong was our
No.
team.
Do you? Nope.
Yeah, I said
What
what could
hap-
go
what
wrong.
happened? What happened when we were up 3-2?
I said what could go wrong.
And all the things went wrong.
Well, apparently that answered our question.
You know, the next time the Broncos are up by
No,
one
please don't.
touchdown
Please
or
don't.
up by 6 points with like 2 minutes to go, you know what the words out of my mouth are going to be?
If this matters that much to you, then I'll stop doing it. Because, yeah, I didn't realize it was on that level.
You realize baseball players are very superstitious.
Yes, it's Rocket League, but if I didn't mean to make you upset. Good morning. Guess we know the answer to that question.
All the things can go wrong.
I was doing a scientific piece of research. I was asking my hypothesis.
All scientific, your research.
You're toxic. This
right.
game is over.
Never say it again.
What was wrong with our teammates?
It was really weird because they started out so great.
Yeah, what flipped in his head?
Did you say something to our teammate?
Maybe he heard you say what could go wrong.
I'll show you what can go wrong. Good morning, nice chat to Chris M. Yee, who's here.
Nice chat.
They threw! Yeah, they did. Yeah. That's weird. I like how the blue team, though, blew them up out of their own goal.
Right.
Or out of our goal, I guess. No, their goal. Our goal? Their goal. Yeah, their goal. Sis says that stinks and gives us a Lamau. Hey, you know, sometimes it just happens. You know, there's no way we could have predicted that.
Sometimes.
What? Couldn't. All right. I'll eliminate it from my vocabulary. It was kind of funny that it actually happened. Like, a lot of stuff went wrong. I'm surprised.
Yes, it does.
Trail mix day, huh? Peanut butter chips? No? Anyone?
Gross.
No? Okay. Let's get to our list of the day, actually. And while we're doing that, Chad, if you can let us know, do you like eating outside? How do you feel about it? Are you good with picnics? Sean and I discussed sitting on the ground and on the blanket, like stereotypical picnic is not really our jam. So, if it's too hot, it's lots of factors. But if you like eating outside, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. Either way. Let's go list of the day. Today, we got on a Wheel of Fortune tangent earlier. And I don't think I've remembered what we were talking about. Do you?
No.
No clue. But we asked basically how much time was saved by resetting the Wheel of Fortune board by not having to churn the letters, and they just became like a digital touchscreen type thing. And so because of that, we now have 10 behind-the-scenes facts for you from Christine Persad, November 2019, about Wheel of Fortune. The subheadline from ScreenRant.com. The show has been immensely popular since it launched and remains as such. There are a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So we're gonna give you these behind the scenes facts about Wheel of Fortune. So here we go. Number 1 on this list.
1.
Apparently Vanna White didn't always wear a new dress. No, always wears a new dress. Has never repeated a dress before. Vanna has been the sidekick with Pat Sajak for 30 years. Sidekick is not the right thing because I said that and that's not what it says. Has been beside Pat Sajak, which is a little more accurate. Basically as much of a host of the show as Pat. Turning the letters as they light up and now simply touching the new digital board. Acknowledgement of what we're saying. Clapping along as players spin the wheel. But did you know that she and the show take so much pride in the fashion that she has never worn the same dress twice? Also, Sajak tries to match his ties to her dress, showing how much of a cohesive team they are.
Nice.
Unlike that orange team in that last game of Rocket League, right?
That's true.
2.
Go wrong. Number 2, there's a platform under the stage. No, every contestant isn't exactly the same height. There's a platform under the stage that each person stands on, so it makes them appear as though they're all the same height, even though some are taller and some are shorter. This means that 6-foot players and 5-foot 1-inch players would be on equal footing, both in the game and literally as they compete to win. This likely helps to ensure that everyone has a fair shot at the wheel, since they're all spinning from the same vantage point, unless someone has super short or extra long arms.
Okay, so this kind of makes sense to me because this is a TV trick for a long time. Like, news anchors are not all the same height either. I'm sharing a photo, though, because I've never understood like why the counter is always slightly above or below, rather, their waistline, but maybe that's to help them bend over to spin the wheel.
Yeah, they need to be able to hunch over.
Because I always imagined it would be right at the waist, but that does make sense where you have to be able to kind of hunch over. So. All right. 2 facts in the books.
3.
Number 3 on this list, as if you'll check your captions, Vanessa White has clapped millions of times. Old silly, yeah. I mean, she claps every time you spin the wheel. So much, in fact, apparently, that Ivana has earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records as, quote, television's most frequent clapper.
Nice.
It's an interesting sounding title.
4.
Number 4, the cost of a vowel has never changed. Since the series' inception, the cost of a vowel has been a steep $250, and this has never been adjusted for inflation or to take into account the higher cost of living in today's world. It's nice to know that as costs for everything else rise, a vowel remains the same.
I wonder if this is akin to like how baseball apparently got the base path length right just on the first try. They're like, hey, we should make like vowels cost some money. What do you think? Oh, let's do like $250. And it turns out that like over the course of playing the game, that was never such a significant disadvantage that it played out right.
5.
Vanna and Pat used to drink before filming, according to ScreenRant.com. So this isn't to say that they filmed the game show plastered, but Sajak did admit to Dan Le Batard on an episode of an ESPN2 show back in 2012 that in the early days, the pair would sometimes indulge in a drink or 2 or 6, then film the last shows. Quote, we'd have trouble recognizing the alphabet, he joked. Continuing the quote, I have no idea if the shows were any good, but no one said anything, so I guess we did okay. Oh, I would like to buy a vowel. So would I.
6.
That's not a vowel. Pat, you drunk? Number 6, the wheel isn't as big as you might think, but it is heavy. They use some clever camera work and angles to make the wheel seem a lot larger than it actually is, but it is quite heavy. It weighs 2,400 pounds, which makes it pretty difficult to move. There is only one wheel, so anytime they film on the road, they have to take that one wheel with them. And to take that and the rest of their set, it reportedly takes 14 trucks to move the entire set to a new location, which is part of why they don't film in different locations very often.
I kind of want to know how many wheels they have.
1.
Oh, did you literally just say that?
Yeah. They only have 1 wheel, so that's the wheel.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's not like a backup one somewhere?
Nope. Apparently not.
I mean, I guess that would make sense why they would have to transport if there's just 1 wheel. Anyway, I'm surprised. Number 7, I think, on this list is players are coached and pumped up, which is not surprising because I have always noticed like how much emphasis they put on like D, right? So they always seem like they are overly the top excited. Granted, I mean, it's exciting to be on a game show, but to sustain that for as long as they do. But apparently that's the case. I mean, you have to remember, according to this article, 600 people out of 10,000 applicants are chosen for the show, and you're taught how to properly spin the wheel, which makes sense. The right time to buy a vowel, and I think what I'm guessing they mean there is, like, they make sure that you don't all of a sudden be, like, spinning the wheel and then be like, I want to buy a vowel! Timing matters. This is the part I don't understand, though. It says, additionally, during commercial breaks, contestants are encouraged to shout out letters repeatedly. Are you saying during commercial breaks they're practicing going like D, M the whole time?
D, no.
M,
yes.
line
8.
Number 8, the wheel isn't rigged, really. It's something that crossed viewers' minds frequently, and it's been a myth for some time that the wheel is rigged, that Sajak controls it with his foot, or it's set to prevent contestants from winning too much, but that's not the case. It isn't a local carnival game. The wheel is legit, and sometimes it's just down to luck.
It's lucky.
9.
Several shows are filmed in a row. This is a similar situation to Jeopardy. Sometimes they'll do a taping day where it might be 5 or even 6 episodes. So the cast and crew work a few days per month to film a month's worth of episodes, which air daily Also means that White changes her dress and gets new makeup. Several times per day, Sajak swaps out the tie and even suits multiple times per taping as well. Yeah, I heard something like Alex Trebek used to work like 5 days a month or something like that. So, not a bad gig.
1-0.
And number 10, there's a dummy screen. Have you ever wondered why contestants never ask for the same letter they or someone else has already asked for? You'd think it'd be bound to happen, but it doesn't happen because each contestant has a dummy screen at their post. The screen shows the category and blanks out all of the letters that have been guessed already, including both consonants and vowels. Pat Sajak also has his own dummy screen that tells him how many of each letter is on the board, so he can instantly say this when the person guesses a letter instead of having to wait and count the lit up squares.
There you go. All right, there you go. There's a top 10 Wheel of Fortune facts on this Eating Outside Day edition of Gaming Morning Show. Good morning and nice chat to a Dungeon Meowster KJ who walks in and says, quick question.
Nice chat.
How did we land on Wheel of Fortune list of the day when today's topic is about eating outside? KJ, we wish we knew.
Yeah.
At some point first hour, we got stuck on Wheel of Fortune, and I think it was a pretty good choice by Sean. I like that list.
Yeah, that was a good list.
Although
I wasn't sure what I was going to do with top 10 places to eat outside. I didn't have anything. So.
It'd be like a green eggs and ham type list. It's like you can eat in a box. You can eat with a fox. I wish it had answered our question, though, which our actual question was, how much time was saved when they went from the rotatey letters type of board to the digital one?
Yeah, I'm still going to do that research.
All right. Or maybe Caleb! Sis said, I would bend my legs so they would be thinking I'm shorter, and then they would raise the platform. And then right in the middle of the show, I'd stand up straight and be taller than everybody else. Got him! Pat Sajak would have to have a talking with you.
Comfortation. The comforting confrontation.
But, yeah. Be a trick. Big Fat Fun says, that's how I listen to my wife. And also added, tough to picnic on a hillside without losing a few apples. So, ugh. Eating on the slope, too. Just trying to understand the appeal. Chris M.E. said, I don't really enjoy traditional picnics unless it's on a flat ground. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So. Chris, I mean, it's a better list than Back to School with the Friars. I don't even remember that list, but that was an interesting one.
Funk.
So, Abacus says, I think it would save lots of time in the long run because they would only need one board, not many boards. Yeah. Maybe they had it like on a rotation, it was a rotating thing. So instead of just having one board, there was actually like maybe three in like a triangle shape, and so they spun the whole stage around.
Maybe.
That actually, I bet, is what they did. Now that I think about it. So. All right, let us know, how do you feel about eating outside? That is our topic of the day right now, though it's 7:41 on the West Coast, 10:41 out east, 3:41 for those watching GMS in the Ukraine.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's the story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. Earlier, we told you about the 5 million bees that fell off the truck. Sean has done a live reenactment. That's exactly what it looked like. They fell on their backs for some reason. Now we take you to Ohio, where a mystery odor has consumed the city. This is from Ben Hooper of UPI, where you can get the Odd News Minute podcast wherever podcasts are available. Chemical plant. Reportedly, the reason that there's been a mysterious smell reported by residents of Ohio City that's been now tracked back to a local chemical companies. Officials said it does not pose any health risks to the public. A fire department said on Facebook that a gas odor reported across the community resulted from a gasket leak at Lubrizol Advanced Materials.
Nice.
Have an itch? Try Lubrizol.
Lube, the sauce of metal things.
Thank you, Bob. The leak released a vapor identified as ethyl acetate. Excuse me. Into the air. The department said ethyl acetate was the name of my band in high school. The post said the chemical, a commonly used solvent, quote, has an extremely low odor threshold. A small amount will create an odor. A Lubrizol representative told the TV station the issue, quote, was quickly resolved and does not present a health or safety concern. I think I would want business cards that said Lubrizol representative.
Yeah.
It's a catchy name. Any idea what it lubes?
Nope. Everything, maybe.
It's like a universal lubricant. Use it for anything. Doors squeaking, tires squeaking, arms squeaking.
Oil can.
The Tin Man's official lubricant.
Lubrizol.
Sis just said lube for the soul. Soul's just so stuck, you know? Good morning. Nice chat to Mel B on YouTube. It's great to see you this morning. Thank you for being here.
Nice chat.
Mel B says, I feel good about it, like picnics, ate breakfast, sitting on the front porch to celebrate the day. Businesses says, you just eat on their front porch while looking at the trees and birds, etc. Because Sis said, love eating outside, but there's so many factors and concerns that go into it. I don't do it very often. And that's kind of what Sean and I talked about. Mm-hmm. I think outside, as you said, is a very good beverage spot.
Yeah, indeed.
Or a light snack.
Yeah. Something easy. Something that doesn't require being on a plate.
Big Fat Fun said the lube factory has sprung a leak and now my town smells like ass-a-tate. Might want to go wash your... Never mind. Because even Tate sounds too close to something else that is around there. So.
Changing out the letterboard between puzzles when they had to do it manually took about 10 minutes each time.
That's actually better than I definitely thought it would be.
Yeah.
So, but not to your knowledge, not like a rotating dealie?
No. Wow. Nope, they just did each puzzle manually after it was solved. They reset it. It took about 10 minutes. It also said that to tape a half-hour show took about an hour. So it like doubled the amount of time it took to tape because they had to reset it.
All things considered, that's not that bad.
No, not bad. It definitely adds up, but...
I mean, especially when Pat and Vanna were on the sauce. Oof. It took significantly longer. Would you like to buy a letter? Pat, they only can buy Val. Would you like to buy... Don't tell me what to do. That was the official lubricant of Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I got an assist for that. Woohoo! They just say assist.
Yeah. You assisted
Assists.
Chris says, please Photoshop that phrase looking like a chicken soup for the soul cover. Lube for the soul. Okay. Oh, was I defending on that one?
I mean, it was really just our teammate. They had a not great kickoff.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, all right. Let's see, a good idea. The weather here is just not great for eating outside. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like I don't like it when it's overly hot and you're sitting outside. But if you have like ample shade, then it's good. We went to the winery last weekend, and the first part of the tour, we had like it was like a party for all the new choices that they had for the year, or the season, I guess would probably be the better way to say it. And please do it. I was like, I just got to stay out of the way.
I was aiming for you.
And so we started outside, like in an area that was not undercover, and I was like, this is really nice, but it is already getting really warm.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up moving up to the big deck. It's much bigger than your deck. Not that I'm comparing, but
Theirs is a professional deck. Though.
Right, yes. Ooh, nice shot. That's still almost winning. Let's see. What are you? Wait, are you joking about them being sauce? I thought there were rumors about that. Yeah, in that top 10 list we just shared, it said that Vanna and Pat used to have a couple of. Ooh, what was the thing that Scott Chick taught us?
Tipples.
Yeah, had some tipples before the show, and that apparently was not like a lot of them. Like Pat Sajak said, it's like, how many did you have? We had like 1 or 2 or 6. You know. That's just how saucy they got. Their counting got skewed. Good thing they weren't doing a numbers show, am I right?
Well, they did say that they sometimes had a hard time recognizing the alphabet.
Who hasn't? You know what I mean? Although, Pat does have to say, if you guess the letter C, Pat does have to say 3 C's. But in reality, maybe there was only like 2.
You've seen things. But he had a dummy board that told him how many letters. So.
I think that board should be known as the essential board.
Dummy board.
All right. Cool. 4-0 today. That was a pretty good day.
What could go wrong?
All right. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Nice chat to you all. I appreciate it very much. It is the August 31st edition of this morning radio show that plays games. Tomorrow on the show, following the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, we share an announcement about our September event. So be here for that if you want to. Today, Big Fat Fun goes A, blank, blank, I, blank, T-I, blank, E, blank. I'd like an S, please. There's 5 S's. I'm so tired. This is like our 5th show today. It's ridiculous. Mel B says, we live in the country, so we have a good view, and we also live by a lake. Mel B also says, it was nice and cool this morning. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I do like breakfast or like coffee on the porch. Mm-hmm. Some top-notch stuff right there. So. Chris M.E. says, size isn't everything. Just remember that.
You know what they say about a big deck.
Big Fat Fun says, I hate the heat when eating outside. I sweat enough on my own eating inside. It's so hot in here. Especially if you've used the oven. Mm-hmm. Although I've watched you barbecue in like 90-degree weather. That ain't fun.
Yeah, but it's still nicer than cooking inside with the oven.
Yeah, at least it's temporary. So
yeah.
All right. 7:51 West Coast, 10:51 out east. It is 3:51 for those watching GMS in the UK.
Doo-doo-doo.
It's time for sports. Sports brought to you as always by King Gray. Not only find King Gray on the internet, okay, but find King Gray streaming on Twitch. I was just sitting there yesterday, and all of a sudden it's like, bam, King Gray going live. Yes.
Is Twitch not on the internet?
Ooh, good point. Doubly. So if you're watching King Gray, you can also watch Gray on the internet, on Twitch.
Okay, good.
Via the internet, on Twitch.
Nice.
Twitch internet. Sports. We're going to take a look at the minor league baseball teams. Chat, did the Mets win yesterday? They are not a minor league baseball team, believe it or not.
Allegedly.
I screwed up that segue. But we are going to ask you, did the Mets win yesterday? Let's see. We have a lot of soccer scores. Champions League. We'll give you a couple. PSV beat Ran 5-1. And Atp beat Ake 2-1. Some MLS scores yesterday. Poor, a 2-1 win over Rasul. And ATAX lost at C 2-1. So there's some of them. Long overdue, by the way. A request of One Businesses, the world's biggest Portland Thorns fan, after having attended one match out here whilst visiting. Your Portland Thorns played last Sunday and tied with the Washington Spirit 1-1, says. So there you to the minor league baseball scoreboard.
And starting out with the Columbia Fireflies, who had their second game hosting Delmarva yesterday with a score of postponed due to inclement weather. Makeup scheduled for September 2nd.
The score was PP to D.
The score was 9-2. Oh no, that's postponed to 9-2.
Oh.
But over in Jersey Shore with the Blue Claws, the weather was fine for a ball game as they hosted Aberdeen with a second win in a row, 4-2. The Blue Claws are victorious. And then we finish up our little minor league jaunt with the Lake Elsinore Storm as they host the San Jose Giants, and they bounced the wrong way. They won and then they lost with a loss 3-4. But it was Wolf Wednesday presented by What's Barking Premium Dog Treats, so everyone's really a winner.
You do your sponsorship reads actually pretty well. Like
Do what I can.
you have the pacing that would be really good for those commercials where it's like, come out to the ballpark because today is. Wow, Chris M.E. is such a Dodgers fan that we're getting a boo San Jose Giants. That's rough. Speaking of that, though, your Los Angeles Dodgers, Chris M.E., a 7-0 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. I cannot recall the last time I said the words. The Dodgers lost yesterday. They've won 4 in a row and are 8-2 in their last 10 games. So, not bad.
Pretty good.
Sean, though, did the Mets win?
They did.
Really?
Yeah.
They won a minor league baseball game, huh?
Yeah.
61st win of the year. They are 12 games under 500 with a 6-5 victory in 10 innings, a walk-off against the former AL West leaders, the Texas Rangers. And I say former because yesterday Seattle won 5-4 over the Oakland A's to take a 1-game lead in the AL West. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
The Angels got a win.
I know. They remembered how to win a game.
10 runs. Wow, 10-8 over Philadelphia.
Yeah, they had a homer in the ninth to win.
Big Fat Fun's Oreos. Oof, gotta pace that one out. 10-5 loss, though, at home to the White Sox. The Orioles, though, still significantly in the American League pennant lead. 4 games back are your Dodgers behind the Braves for the NL pennant. Iowa's JF Downs' D Tigers 6-2 loss at home to the Yankees. And Drew Mega's Toronto Blue Pigeons on Drew Mega's birthday eve, a 7-0 win over the Nationals. So how about that?
Nice.
All right, there you go. That is your sports. Sports brought to you as always by King Gray. Please find King Gray on the internet, but also on Twitch. Good morning, and nice chat to Super Phonic. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here today.
Nice chat!
Of course, the primary owner of that former NBA franchise.
The Seattle Superphonics.
Actually, you would not want to be the owner of the Superphonics. That person is not looked kindly upon. So, yeah. Angels just had to waive a bunch of players so they could win, said Chris M.E.
Mm-hmm. But they won. Take that.
Did they make did the devil go down to Anaheim?
Maybe.
But he hopped up on I don't know why he's on a hickory stump, but just go with it. He said, waive all these players and I'll give you your due. Bet this fiddle of gold gets your soul that you can get a 2-run win over the Phillies.
Players out there with the fiddle of gold.
Didn't you see him outfield?
Smash!
Was that Hunter
This
Renfroe
was a
going,
terrible idea.
Let's come back with the final hour crew. We find out what we're playing because we have no clue yet. We'll do that on the other side of the break. And don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. Next on Gaming Morning Show.
Explode me, give it all to me, give it all to me.
It was in the lake for a year and the business card was intact? Wow.
It's a good wallet.
The Iowa farmer said they had lost their wallet while fishing on the lake a year earlier. Quote, the odds of ever finding or hooking a billfold in 20 feet of water? I don't think there's a number. Let's see, the farmer...
Eagle says there's definitely a number.
You're wrong. Made the drive from Iowa to retrieve the wallet, offered a cash reward, but the teenager refused. Said, quote, I would take Connor, this is the teenager, as a grandson any day, said the farmer, and I would fight for him any day. I hope that Connor cashes that in someday. He's like 31, had a rough, stretch in his life, and calls up the farmer. He's like, hey, I need you to fight for me now.
It's time.
Who is this? Also listed as on the Sega Genesis emulator for Nintendo Switch Online. It's listed as a game you can play. And every time I see it there, it's Virtual Fighter. They call it Virtual Fighter. You were correct, by the way, though. 1999 at the Sumida Trifony Hall in Tokyo, Japan, Capcom stages a Biohazard concert with the New Japan Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra.
Nice.
Biohazard got good music?
Biohazard is what they call Resident Evil.
Oh, does Resident Evil have good music?
That wouldn't be my go-to for the Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra for video game music, but I'm sure it was fun.
So, what do they call Resident Evil 7 in Tokyo?
Biohazard 7 Biohazard. Or they call it Biohazard 7 Resident Evil.
2003.
Yeah.
Plus, if you want to get a perspective on the summertime in the Pacific Northwest, look at the fire map. I did that the other day because some friends of ours were posting evacuation updates to share with people in their network. And there are so many just even little fires that are around that just I'm ready for the smoke to go away too. So
Indeed.
How was your weekend though? Because you had a pretty busy and hectic time.
Yeah, I was pretty busy. Saturday we traveled up to Seattle.
The what?
Seattle.
Oh.
I think that started. It's always stuck in my head, but I think one of our kids couldn't say Seattle and said Seattle. I think that's where that started.
Is that still the case? I really hope that is.
We've
The
never
Seattle Superphonics.
No, Bob, it's pronounced Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah,
Any other well-known Seattle artists?
I'm sure. I'm sure there could have been others, but yeah, when you say a famous performer from Seattle's gonna be there, you're like, oh, I bet it's Macklemore.
Yeah, every ESPN show that has Seattle as the backdrop or whatever, they find a way to incorporate Macklemore. And
well, and it makes sense because he seems to be really passionate about the city, but the city has definitely responded to that. The arena went absolutely bonkers when he came out. So they love their Macklemore.
You're saying that Macklemore threw them for a loop?
Maybe.
I think that opponent of ours, Turbo, just blew me up as I said that because I made such a lame joke.
Yeah, he didn't like that one.
Die. Tell me more. And for 7 easy payments of. I'm surprised dirt works so well down here.
Ow.
Burr? Burr?
Drowning hurts.
I'd help you, but I can't see nothing.
It's alright. It's gonna get better soon.
So the dirt soaks up all of the water.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Someone once told me that drowning hurts.
It's very painful. It feels just like getting hit by a sword.
I like how quickly you go from drowning to eating a steak. It'll make this experience of putting water in my lungs better. Gaming news, that's about 10 minutes away. Video game headlines you need to know on this Wednesday. Birthday's coming up at 6:50. Good morning and nice chat to Hyper, who's in already.
First!
In fact, first this morning. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here, Hyper. It's great to see you, and guessing 11-ish where you're joining from today. Coming up, we're going to tell you the story of a New Jersey park that was closed due to an alligator that's on the loose. Some would say it's on the lam.
That alligator is for sure on the lam.
Alligator, get off that lamb. You're gonna hurt it. You're very big, and that lamb is very small with very thin legs. You do it right now. Alligator's all crossing its front arms. No.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award. And the clip of the day. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning, gamer. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here. It's Thursday, August 31st, 2023. It's time for the final hour crew, final show for the month of August, and we're never doing August again. It's all over. We made the executive decision. It's just we're never going to have another August ever again.
It's last August.
Yeah. So next year, you said the rundown of months is pretty simple.
Yeah. June, July, September, and then September again.
I'd love to see a calendar that's like someone who like makes calendars but is legitimately not a fan of August, who just skips over August and writes it as September again. I finally had to prop open a exterior door because the rain smells so good outside.
Yeah, it is nice.
And the sun never shined again.
Except, I mean, that's just over at your house. Over here, it's still
Right.
quite nice.
We live just a few miles away, but the weather is completely different.
Yeah.
It's almost like we can't predict my weather, but yours looks like it's pretty steady. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good morning and nice chat to everyone. What is your preference in terms of sitting outside? Today is eating outside day. How do we feel about eating outside? So if you haven't answered and you want to, you're certainly invited to do so. Good morning and nice chat to everyone here with the Final Hour crew.
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
Dungeon Meowster KJ is here. Sis has the bouncy emotes with us as well. Thank you for being part of the show. Chris M. Yee, the person who makes outstanding Disneyland content, Everyday Magic DL. You can find it right now on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, like, check it out. It's Everyday Magic DL. Look at it now. Super Phonic, it is great to see you. Thank you for being here today as well. We've also had the likes of Big Fat Fun this morning. Mel B on YouTube, a pleasure to have you along for the ride as well. Abacus Apothecary, our reigning Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner, is here as well. Likely we'll see Quiet I Am Gaming in a few moments when we play our audience game. Escape Reality popped in this morning. We had Gabe Pride opening up the show. Many others. If you're listening, lurking, thank you for making us part of your day today. Let's play our audience game.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
All right, 2,420 banked balloons. That's what we have currently in this audience game, and we're going to start off with famous brands. And by and large, we're still doing pretty okay, but we had a dicey situation earlier this week.
Yeah. We've had some close calls But you got to get through the close calls to get the ultimate record.
Right. Yeah, we're trying to chase a record that's never been made before, actually.
Yeah.
So,
6,969.
what are we playing for? I don't even know. It says, hang on, we got to have a few drinks before we start filming.
So we can't recognize the alphabet.
I'll take an A.
Now that's a big swing.
We have Oscar Mayer from Abacus Apothecary. Let's go with the E from that.
E. Yes.
That's not where that E was supposed to be.
Maybe it's 40 focus.
Could be.
Yeah. 4D focus. Sis says, Sean, well done wearing a new outfit for this episode. Ryan? I'm a fire the wardrobe person. Don't worry, we'll have new wardrobe here in about 3 years, so thanks, fulfillment. Immediately, probably. How about an A?
A.
A.
A. No.
A D from
A.
Sis.
D. Yes.
Remember when the D didn't hit?
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why we're rooting against it hitting, but here we are.
I mean, I spent all of like 2 minutes making a sound effect for specifically D's missing.
This is famous brands. Something candy? No, because we used the A and the A didn't hit.
What about kind of want a Y for after that D?
So do
But
I.
What if we start with like an O?
Okay. Oh!
O. Yes. O. D.
You know, Garfield's friend.
Ooh, it's gonna be Whole Foods.
Cracked.
Cracked. Correct.
Going with a big swing for Whole Foods.
Z.
That's a
Whole
6
Foodie.
balloon performance.
Cracked. Correct.
Foodie. We did want that Y, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I'm glad
Why?
we didn't start there.
Because we got it. Hey, Sean, have you ever had a big package of gum fall on your noggin?
No. No, that'd be a new one. Extra refreshers is on your side.
What was the word that it showed at the very beginning? Did you catch that?
Chuggy?
C. H. U. E. G. Y. Question mark.
Chugi?
Maybe it was
I have no idea.
C-H-E?
Yeah.
Is this one of those situations that something has to be explained to me because I'm old?
Maybe we needed the sound for that one.
All right, let's try places, as Abacus gave you a...
Cracked.
No, Bob. Look at it again.
Correct.
It's closer. E from Mel B on places.
E. Yes.
Places.
Jeez.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding. Cha-ching.
Cheese?
So many places.
Oh. Is it, Tennessee?
E. 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 E.
Oh, is it Tennessee?
I don't know. Now I'm forgetting how to spell
No,
Tennessee.
you know how to spell Tennessee. You're correct.
Correct.
All right, Mel B and Sean combined for a perfect 24-33. How high can you go?
E. Z. P. Z. Exclamation point.
Dungeon Master KJ said that was a $1,000 vowel.
$1,000 in money.
Wow.
Wait, do you have to pay for each hit the Val makes?
Oh, I can't remember. KJ, do you get charged for each one? I thought it was just you spend $250 no matter how many you get.
Right. Because what if you have like 300 and buy an E and it's 1,000? It's like, oh, now I'm in debt.
That Say Jack in his cups is like, Here, let me loan you $7.50. All right, but the juice is running. I like how that was our takeaway from that list. Like everything else that was in there, the only thing we remember is Vanna White and Pat Sajak getting sauced before the show starts. All right. Hey, Sean, have you ever played Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth?
I have, yeah. Every day. I even play Saturdays and Sundays.
KJ goes, I have no idea. I've always thought it was for each. I don't know, but I think Sean's point is valid. Yeah, I guess if you have to have at least 250 to play it, right? So I think you don't have to. So
it's a mystery.
Here, let's just make it what it is. It's $250 to buy, but it was a $1,000 value.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Now that's a big swing.
Platypus from Abacus.
Hey, cha-ching!
PLATYP. It'd be a platypoo.
Platypoo.
No.
Because I was thinking maybe it was in the right spot for plat.
Platypoo.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
What happens when a platypus needs to use the bathroom?
He goes pee platypoo.
P-O-O.
It is Thursday, isn't it?
Most of the day.
But no
Hey,
more.
you know what happened? You know what happens in 45 minutes?
I don't know.
It's a Starfield review embargo. We'll be able to read
Oh.
all the Starfield reviews.
Nice. Did you get a preview key?
No.
Did you ask for a preview key?
No.
No. All right, chat. We need some help here. I'm gonna go with wheel in honor of Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna guess R. Okay.
R. Correct.
Should I go RSTLNE until one doesn't hit?
You could do the S next.
We have an L from Abacus, by the way.
L. No.
An S from Sean
S. Cha-ching.
and KJ. Oh, I know what it is. It's a little itty bitty little bird. It's just a bitty little bird. Flies in the air.
Cracked.
Sometimes they also get shot off a bow in Minecraft and Sean.
Does happen.
Because it's when I have my extra one. It's my sparrow. All right, good job, chat. We finished with 2,438 banked balloons.
It's pretty good.
Some said it couldn't be done, but we did. Did you just guess Jack Sparrow? Oh my gosh, please tell me somebody has bought a sparrow to live in a cage in their house and named it Jack.
I'm sure.
If not, I may have to run and go get a bird.
Go buy a sparrow.
Next bird that Arturo claims, would you please name it Jack?
Name it Jack. Jack the Sparrow.
All right. I don't know what's happening here. I don't remember the Maui lyrics. Something and it's strange. Good morning and nice chat.
Hello, FHC.
To Keith Anthony. So, do you want to explain what happened yesterday that may be the precursor for what's about to happen?
That no one else knew about.
So
except
we were,
for you.
Sis, you caught on to this, but we didn't acknowledge what actually happened. But I was losing my mind at the top of the Final Hour crew yesterday, and there was a reason for that.
It was as we were going into sports, because we finished our last Rocket League game, and that usually just close out of Rocket League, and I start queuing up whatever we're going to be doing in the final hour. So yesterday was Wednesday, so it was Kiwi, so I closed out of Rocket League, but instead of opening up Kiwi, I went to the store and I went to Apex, and there's a download button and then like an ellipses, like a more button, and I kept going download, no, download, no.
I noticed it.
And it caught Ryan's eye, and so after he noticed, I closed out of the store and didn't download it.
And so I'm so excited because Sean and I have this running relationship with Apex Legends, which is Sean doesn't really like this game, and I play it way too much. And so Sean says something like, I've been doing it actually quite a bit. I just wanted to see if you happen to notice. So here we are. Sean has been on the Apex Legends screen for about 30 minutes, and I just didn't want to get my hopes up. And so we're going to play Apex Legends together on this show.
This is my annual Apex Legends game.
Sean plays one.
Everyone gets one.
Tell him, Peter. So you're a lifeline.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like what we should do.
There's so many more people.
It's funny, they've added one quite a bit since we last played in 2019.
They're organized in a different way.
I even decided I'll select Loba so that I can be jump master unless this person actually selects some. Make it so that you don't have to figure out where we're also going to jump. Never mind. This is going to be interesting. So what I say we do if this doesn't go well, we switch to the mixtape is what they call it, where it's like a non-battle royale mode. We can just play through that. But if this goes well, that means we'll get to the 840 mark and we'll get out of here. So
that would be good. Yeah, I'll follow your lead.
Oh my gosh. Apex question mark? Woohoo!
Should I suggest some places?
Absolutely. You take us to where you want to go, our favorite place.
Yeah. I really want to go. See that tree right there? I want to go over there. Nah.
Oh, that's my favorite tree.
That tree right there. That's a pretty good tree.
Like how if we're gonna take us out, I hope this person actually. Oh!
Hold your breath if you have to breathe.
I was all excited. KJ, I hope you have a fantastic time, not only tomorrow, but at PAX. So, we're going.
Good news. Our teammate kills everyone.
Oh, that's why it says, I kill everyone. Chris M.E. says, I remember this game. There once was a time when Chris played this game.
Oh, I was going to get that.
Oh, I should have left you the good loot.
Ow, ow. Someone's shooting at me. I'm not ready.
Time out.
I am taking fire, friends. Broke that enemy shield.
Ow.
Oh, I missed my throw. Okay, there's someone behind us to the south.
Enemy down. Took out an enemy. Reloading.
Up here. They just dropped down.
Ow, ow, ow. They came from behind us.
Like, why didn't that person get downed? That's not the one I meant to pick.
Ow, ow, ow.
No, I don't. I want shields. Let me have shields.
I am taking fire, friends. I am down.
Uh-oh. Alright, where you at? Oh, you're already gone.
I'm dead.
Come on, I still need you.
Sean and I play Apex the same. Ow, 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 stop that. You're hurting me.
Ow. Time out. I'm still looking for things.
Alright, I'm gonna run and go revive you.
Activating jump drive.
Ow, ow, you're shooting me. Do you know bullets hurt? Sis says, good job, Ryan. And the one thing I can tell you is that this season, for some reason, has been abnormally easy. I think that they've lowered the difficulty settings for me.
Alright, here I come.
Get ready, because here Sean comes.
Care package.
Get ready.
I like the sound of that.
Alright, I need stuff.
Hold on, I need to heal.
Stuff in here. Stuff. Take
Ryan, remember when we casted a quarterly kill race tournament? I do miss the Kiki Cup days. The Kiki Cup was one of my favorite experiences of all time.
Just what I needed.
And
Jump drive in
maybe
position.
we'll do like one of these. Sure. Yeah, that'll be good. Should be good. Yeah. And I should probably take some of this.
I like how you're talking us through everything too. This is great.
Good, good. All right, yeah. I'll kill everybody. Where'd we go? Wait for me.
We just go to the sounds of silence. Wherever they are. Those were the days. Ryan, you're getting better at a game, and that's okay. I don't think that that's true, Sis, though. That's the thing. Like, this isn't just a modesty exercise. This is a... I'm surprised that this season has gone as well as it has. So,
Level 4.
I mean, I'm actually near a 1 KD for the first time in my life, which I mean, that's never even happened, like, in any Call of Duty game that you and I used to play. Like, doesn't make any sense. Oh, so that stick thing, that's my black market? Oh, you're getting
There's
shot
a big
at?
robot here.
Oh, you're over there. I'm sorry.
Throwing jump drive.
Well, they can definitely hear me coming. Okay.
Oh, and they're coming from over that way.
Oh, I didn't know they were actually there. I thought that was just a grenade. They are right there. And there's the big robot again.
That big robot's mean. Is that the Terminator?
Good thing.
Is this Terminator crossover?
Good thing we have our big robot who's gonna kill them. Because you know why?
What?
Because they kill everyone.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's go. I kill everyone. Also, I kill everyone. You have 2 support characters. You can go crafter banners if you want to not go 1v3 the rest of the way. And looks like we're choosing the 1v6 route. Okay. Degree of difficulty is high. That's a good escape route. Except you landed instead of slid. I was surprised about that move. Also, I'm hoping this person can't actually hear me because sometimes my comms actually go through. I'm not actually critiquing you. I kill everyone.
I am.
Sean, but you have a
I know
reason
every-
to because you
I know
play this
everything.
game all the time. So.
Yeah, I know everything about. What game are we playing? Apex.
No. Are you really getting the banners? Oh no! Behind you!
You killed him. It was your banner.
It was set for self-destruct. All right. Welcome back to Apex, Sean. How's it feel?
That feels like Apex.
I am so bad at these kind of games, says Abacus. There's a big robot here. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
There was.
Watch
You
out for the
shot
big
him.
robot. Here, will you switch? Go to the little bottom left and change from trios to whatever is in mixtape. So control. Control's like the thing where we had to capture like A, B, and C in Call of Duty. Hardpoint.
No. God, what was it?
I think it was Hardpoint.
No, because Hardpoint had one that kept moving.
Oh.
Domination.
Yeah, there we go. Chris and me was on it as well. Domination. Domination. See, welcome back.
Yay.
Welcome back.
Everyone gets one.
Oh, this is also because we finished Super CN 008, which was our name of the month for the month of July. We finished it last week, and we thought about playing more Kiwi, but the problem is yesterday, Kiwi kind of gave us a bad taste.
Yeah. Kiwi did naughty things. So it's in timeout until next Wednesday.
We still love it. We had our first fight.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
So we'll play some Control. And the nice thing here is you get to choose your favorite Apex Legends loadout, Sean. So
Yeah. What's my favorite?
well, you get your choice, and you can be any character you want to. You can even be the big bad robot.
I can't be any of these locked ones though.
Oh, you're not going to unlock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have a whole bunch to unlock. Oh my god.
Just kidding.
I'm the big
I'm made of
robot.
metal.
Yay! Look at your big robot face.
Chris says it drank on stream. What did I say?
I don't know.
Nice. Skyrim Geek was the name of that person. Ooh,
Oh,
which to choose? Which to choose? Which to choose? That's not a bad one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I do owe KJ, by the way.
I'll do this one.
I do owe KJ a comment from the "Do you like to eat outside?" Love a meal outside. Heat makes it hard, but a small breeze and shade can make it a day. So. Oh, I forgot to pick my spawn point. Whoopsie.
Up in the chimney. Right out.
Oh. Sticking things with my
We got a zone.
grapple is
Give me a second. Recharging shield.
hard. I like how my robot said we got a zone. We got in the zone.
They got
The
us.
auto zone?
Frag out.
Oh, there's two people there. The Kiwi game was naughty on stream. It drank on... Yeah, that's right. You don't drink on stream. Now I'm ready to go. I wasn't ready the first time.
I'm getting shot at. Stop, that's mean.
Don't shoot my friend.
Frag out.
I come in peace.
I totally grenaded myself and I don't want to talk about it. Trying to get B.
Alright,
You know what happened? I just got eliminated, and I hit down left on my pad to say this is Rocket League.
ow, ow.
Okay, apparently
This is Rocket League.
Really? I have to go all the way back to the ship? Is that true?
I can spawn on B.
Okay. It's right. I have a giant
That zone's ours,
grapple.
blood. The zone just got neutralized, and it wasn't us.
I'm just trying to make my Pathfinder mentor Superphonic proud. Well, I got a excellent spot to try to Mordor people, but
Ow.
Giving my shield a recharge.
this game is way harder than. Oh, I've been revealed.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Where's A? Should we go after A?
Maybe. Looks like we're about to neutralize B.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows where I am now, so.
Oh no.
Oh no! I missed. Do I want to switch? I don't want that one. Ooh, this is a good one. I like the Nemesis. It's a little bit farther. Better range, too. Oh, yeah, I'm on B again. No, I wanted to switch loadouts.
Not allowed.
I screwed it up.
You had your chance.
I probably hit the wrong button. Oh, no!
Hit the correct.
Okay. I'm following you.
Give my shield a recharge.
Get inside!
Recharging shields.
Died again. We're not having any zones though. I think that's bad for us.
Ah, it's so close.
You can keep trying.
What happened? Oh, I didn't even have my gameplay on the screen anymore. This is where, oh, it's this button. There we go. Okay, I think I did it right. I'm having a personal grudge match with someone on the roof, so I'll be with you momentarily.
I'm gonna rush into zone A all by myself. Oh, I just have to be here. Alright. That's the worst that could happen.
Wait, what? There's a revive ship? What's the revive ship do?
Oh, we traded. I almost had A all by myself, just saying.
My shields are recharged.
I'm so very confused. Oh, I better go to Zone A and help. Unless...
Ah.
Stop shooting at me. This is my safe space.
We're still losing, huh? We should get more zones.
That guy's better than me. Y'all are doing great. King Gray is here. Good morning. A nice chat to King Gray, Twitch streamer.
What's for breakfast?
We were very excited to see you back on the air yesterday. Oh, that's what this is for. You can put a mobile respawn down, and then you can show up from anywhere. That's cool. I'm gonna try to go get B. Ah! I hit that person 107 in the face.
In the house.
In the house. All right, we got the Game & Worry Show Morning Gaming re-news coming up after this. I love all the ships that show up to drop you off. There's so much noise. It's great. King Gray, I hope that your Phasmophobia show went very well yesterday. Let me up there! Thank you. Oh, why is there a lip? Uh-oh.
There we got this. All we have to do is get all of the points and keep it. Thoughts?
Oh yeah, easy peasy. I did not win. Good morning, Scott Chick. It's great to see you.
Dead dogs live under Scott Chick's bed.
I kind of will admit that I did get a little distracted from playing the actual game.
No.
And got in a little bit of a grudge match.
No.
Yeah, I apologize for getting distracted.
Ow, ow, ow.
Alright, that's a lot of people. There was 3v1 there, so... Do you feel the ramp up of the tense music there?
Yeah.
We lost.
Ow.
We're losers. So this game is
man.
over. Sean's never won in Control.
Never once.
Not once. All right. Well, thanks for being here, chat. Thank you, Sean, for letting me play my game.
Maybe next time.
Hey, he had 1,203 damage, and I had 1,200 damage as well, so we're like the same. So now we can play the game all the time.
Oh, no, it expired already. I'll have to buy another.
Did you get your game on loan?
Yeah. You know, Apex is so expensive these days.
It's like borrowed from the library or something. Did you know they make Apex Legends on a disc? It's weird. That was fun. Thank you for humoring me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Coming up tomorrow, we have a big announcement. That's that we're becoming a full-time Apex Legends show all the time. Yep. Throwing away the radio format, and we're just going to play Apex Legends all the time, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, GamingMorningShow.tv. Show me the OBS logo if you agree with what I'm saying. Sean is very excited. Right, look at that excitement face. Hey, it couldn't be any worse than playing Rocket League with me 5 days a week. What could go? Never mind. All right, 8:39 West Coast time, 11:39 out east. It's 4:39 for those watching GMS. I don't mind eating outside, said Scott Chick, unless it's when you take a trip up to the little seaside village with the best fish and chip shop. The seagulls are very confident and will steal food straight from your hands.
Nope.
Oh,
wow.
Sheesh. That's how you know it's the best fish and chips. The seagulls are like, I don't care about the ramifications. I'm getting some of that.
Do you want to go out and have some fish and chips?
Yes.
Where should we go?
Anywhere where the seagulls are going.
You see that line of seagulls straight out the door? That's how you know it's the good spot. So. Gray says, I'd punch a seagull in the face. I would too, Gray, but I'm not going back to jail. So.
Not again.
Actually, that was a legitimate experience that I had in the legal system where I had to go to a class to learn about my mistakes, and somebody was also there, but that's because they had, in the context of why we were in the class, also decided to decapitate a seagull.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. They were doing, they had a more powerful experience to get into that class than I did. It's a pretty good description trying to keep it vague, so. All right, let's get takeaways that are pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's edition of Gaming Morning Show? Again, tomorrow after the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, we have an announcement to share with you for our September event, which is 24/7 Apex Legends. Spoiler. Sean's still so excited. Also, Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award coming up.
Spoiler tease.
Right now it's time for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News, a recap of the video game headlines from today. And once again, here's #video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still Thursday, August 31st, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. A duo of PlayStation Plus stories this morning start us off. The first one is the good news-ish, and that's the PlayStation Plus Essential Games for the month of September. These 3 games include Saints Row, the 2022 reboot of the franchise, Black Desert Traveler Edition, and Generation Zero. All of these games will be available starting on September 5th and be available throughout the month of September for those that are subscribed to the PlayStation Plus Essential tier. And if you're not currently subscribed to the PlayStation Plus Essential tier, I suggest doing it now, because starting next week, there's going to be a pretty significant price hike. On September 6th, these are going to go into effect. The Essential tier is going to raise from $60 to $80. The Extra tier is going to raise from $100 to $135, and Premium is going from $120 up to $160. So a pretty good increase for all 3 of those tiers. We did discuss during the first hour that if you already have a subscription and would like to tack on a year at the current price, you can do so between now and September 6th and save you some money. You would just have to do it now instead of when your subscription ends. So check that out if you are in need. And then our last news story of the day is about popular speedrunning event AGDQ, and the fact that they're going to hold their next event in Pittsburgh after departing Florida. GDQ has been in Florida for some time. The last 2 years, however, they've been digital only, have done streaming events, and they are going to return to an in-person format for the first time since 2022 in January of 2024, but it's not going to be in Florida anymore. It's going to be in Pittsburgh, at a hotel in downtown Pittsburgh. They left Florida, well, firstly because of the pandemic when they went streaming only, but they did not return to Florida for political reasons and the way the state handled the pandemic. So moving to Pittsburgh instead, I think it is a good move. Out today, we had some highlights such as Hot to Escape out on the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Switch, and PC, and Tenebris Pictura out on the PlayStation, the Xboxes, and PC. But our most prestigious award of Name of the Morning this morning went to Beer and P Dreams VR out on PC.
I told my story in the first hour. My son woke up in the middle of the night last night and proceeded to pee in the hallway. So Beer and Pee Dreams, whatever, VR, very appropriately named. So. I thought today, as we turn our attention to the Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award, outstanding contributions in chat today, I thought Big Fat Fun, Businesses, Chris and me all had pretty good, consistent shows, kind of tail into the second hour into the most of the final hour crew. Anyone you want to put forward?
Yeah, I second all those, especially Sis, who had Lube for the Soul as a standout.
Yes. Lube for the Soul. All right, that puts me over the top. I agree. Congratulations, honorable mention to those we did mention, but to businesses, today you are one of life's winners.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
All right, takeaways that are pretty okay. What's something you learned from today's Gaming Morning Show? We'll share those in just a moment, but right now we need to tend to some more business, and that includes the clip of the day, and then we're going to send you somewhere if you're watching on Twitch. So thank you for being here. Sean, thank you again for letting me play my game.
You bet.
It's so much fun. So much fun. And solidified you as definitely being someone to play this game all the time.
All the time. Every day.
Every day. Every day. It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look. It's the clip of the day.
Toot toot.
Like how much emphasis they put on like D. Right? So they always seem like they are overly the top excited. Granted, I mean, it's exciting to be on a game show, but to sustain that for as long as they do. But apparently that's the case. I mean, you have to remember, according to this article, 600 people out of 10,000 applicants are chosen for the show, and you're taught how to properly spin the wheel, which makes sense. The right time to buy a vowel, and I think what I'm guessing they mean there is, like, they make sure that you don't all of a sudden be, like, spinning the wheel and then be like, I want to buy a vowel! Timing matters. This is the part I don't understand, though. It says, additionally, during commercial breaks, contestants are encouraged to shout out letters repeatedly. Are you saying during commercial breaks they're practicing going like D, M the whole time?
D. No.
M.
Yes.
Line 8. I do like the idea of them practicing like in the hallway or something for the vowels.
Snoopy line thingy. Shoot.
I gotta quit watching that morning radio show where that guy keeps saying that thing. All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? And then we're gonna send you over to Mari Genetic. Here, I'm gonna shout out this person, then you can tell me what you think that is. This is a follower-in-law of ours. Not seeing a pronunciation guide or something on their page.
Marignetic?
Chaotic, energetic, fun-loving creator with an even more chaotic but loving community. If you're looking for a friendly, interactive variety stream with a lot of heart, jokes, and chaos, look no further now. This person has a review key for Starfield, so we're going to send you over there if you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS, and then Sean can promptly leave to avoid all spoilers. So,
is that an indie game coming out soon?
Have you heard of this game called Starfield? I hear it's going to be pretty popular. Stay tuned for best moments. Sean, what is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
We learned a lot about Wheel of Fortune this morning, and It was actually a pretty good top 10 list, but I think my favorite thing I learned from that list is that Vanna White has the Guinness World Record of television's most frequent clapper. 600 claps per show, 28,000 claps per season.
Wonder who had to like adjudicate that.
Yeah, I'm not jealous of that job.
My takeaway that's pretty okay is I should definitely no longer say what could go wrong because the Broncos were brought into it, and I know that that's my stop sign. So I am done. Also, we apparently can lose from 3-2 to 4-3 with our teammate churning their back on us for some reason.
What's that guy doing?
Still frustrating as hell. Don't understand.
You're toxic. This game is over.
Learned a lot about people sitting outside. Learned that you don't like the breeze if it's windy and such, and you don't like sitting on the blanket. Me neither. So we're aligned with picnics. Whole bunch of stuff. So thank you for being part of it. Stay tuned for the best moments from today's show, and then we'll send you via the raid over to the Starfield review stream. Until then, for everyone who made it possible, stay tuned tomorrow. We have an announcement, 7:35-ish. No, 6:35-ish. 6:35-ish tomorrow. I'm Hefty Goof. That's Sports.Gaming. Goodbye. It's 2:24 for those watching GMS in the UK. Yeah, so what do you prefer? Do you like sitting inside, sitting outside when you have a chance? Do you have traditional picnic experience, as Sean was talking about? And I am right there lockstep with you. I do not like to sit on the ground, especially body comfort aside, which I'm with you. It's like sitting on the ground for more than like 10 seconds is not an ideal situation. But then there's the awkwardness of trying to like eat whatever you're eating, because then you're like holding it up and then trying to eat it, but then you want to set something down, and then drinks never sit where they're supposed to. It's not an enjoyable experience for me.
Give me a table, then I'm happy.
Yeah. We just need to get like a picnic table, you know? Imagine if they made such a thing.
And then, you know, the weather might not be perfect outside. Why don't we put that table inside? Roberts. It's her niece, Emma, that he starred with in his latest film, Maybe I Do.
Also, it's Richard Gere. I went Greer for some reason. Maybe I Do, huh?
Maybe I Do.
This is a movie that came out, or is coming out in 2023, one of the two. Whatever I Googled gives you in a nutshell, and it says that it's contemplative, awkward, and hilarious. I was expecting like a mini little synopsis or something.
Apparently not.
Oh, they're referring to Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts' niece.
Yeah.
All right, do you want the plot summary to Maybe I Do?
Maybe I do.
Okay, so do you?
Maybe.
Here you go. Like a rewind button for me? Good morning. Nice chat to all of you. It is Thursday, August 31st, 2023. This is Game More Show. That's Sports.Gaming, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof, the menagerie in full force behind, including Bird, the runaway emu, who is the uncle, I believe, of Emma Roberts, who's the niece of Julia Roberts, who is the original runaway bride.
Are you married to Julia Roberts?
No, it's Julia Roberts' sister.
Oh.
Probably.
Oh, he said it's more of like a close friend situation, but the kids always called him Uncle Emu.
That makes all the sense in the world. A small amount will create an odor. A Lubrizol representative told the TV station the issue, quote, was quickly resolved and does not present a health or safety concern. I think I would want business cards that said Lubrizol representative.
Yeah.
It's a catchy name. Any idea what it lubes?
Nope. Okay. Everything, maybe.
It's like a universal lubricant. Use it for anything. Doors squeaking, tires squeaking, arms squeaking.
Oil can.
The Tin Man's official lubricant.
Universal.
Morning, nice chat to Super Phonic. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here today.
Nice chat.
Of course, the primary owner of that former NBA franchise.
The Seattle Superphonics.
Actually, you would not want to be the owner of the Superphonics. That person is not looked kindly upon. So, yeah. Angels just had to waive a bunch of players so they could win, said Chris Emby.
Mm-hmm. But they won. Take that.
Did they make did the devil go down to Anaheim?
Maybe.
And he hopped up on I don't know why he's on a hickory stump, and just go with it. He said, waive all these players and I'll give you your due. Bet this fiddle of gold gets your soul that you can get a 2-run win over the Phillies.
Players out there with the fiddle of gold.
Did you see him outfield?
Smash!
Was that Hunter
That
Renfroe
was a terrible idea.
KJ goes, I have no idea. I've always thought it was for each. I don't know, but I think Sean's point is valid. Yeah, I guess if you have to have at least 250 to play it, right? So I think you don't have to. So
it's a mystery.
Here, let's just make it what it is. It's $250 to buy, but it was a $1,000 value.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Now that's a big swing.
Platypus from Abacus.
Hey, cha-ching.
PLATYP. It'd be a platypoo.
Platypoo.
No.
Because I was thinking maybe it was in the right spot for plat.
Platypoo.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
What happens when a platypus needs to use the bathroom?
He goes pee-pee platypoo-poo.
When it hurt all alone.